On the last episode, after losing Vel, we were met with some old friends.
Off to your left, back the way where it would be heading towards the city, you begin to hear extremely heavy footfall coming towards you at an extremely quick speed.
Wait.
And as your eyes turn, you see two nearby trees down the bank of the hill split sideways as Chirp comes flying through the bank of the woods straight towards you.
Then I faced good old Uncle Ander, and after nearly dying in that conversation, we met with the king.
As Ander approaches the party, his eyes are dead set on Taxi. Tell me what happened to my baby girl.
The queen is an absolute horror, and I hope that we can save Velrisa. But whatever happens, we'll just have to roll with it. Where we last left off, the party exited the cave where once there was 5 party members.
What about Hilltree?
They were now -1.
You're doing it just like
Doesn't
fucking
count.
Jared, dude. That's fucking funny. Oh, God.
Trying to locate her nearby failed, but a doctor in a robot sprinted in and was like, hey, let me help you out here. I want to be your field doctor. And we were like, sure, but first, you gotta heal this man so we can get some answers out of him. And so he did. But the captain couldn't supply enough information. Before all of this, Taxi got a message. A message from Ander sent to his brain. Anger. Filled with anger. He was filled with anger.
Message simply said anger.
No, talk me, I'm angry.
And so they went to the town, the city, called
Capital.
the capital. And it has a name that's in my notes somewhere that I just can't remember at the moment.
Ander.
They met back up with Ander, who forcefully made the party take him to the king and also exclaimed that he was the man between life and death.
I thought
was
he
going
was
to
just the man.
choose.
Honestly.
He claimed that he was the man.
And was going to choose who lived or died.
Just imagining Ander just coming in, just saying that he's the man.
I am the
and nothing
man.
else.
After a short conflict between Mountain and the king, Br'aad goes in to find one of the queen's items so that he may scry on her
Eat her
to
hair.
see if their suspicions were correct. And they found that yes, the queen has some evil ulterior motives and a reason to have Velrisa captive. But with no way to get to the far northeast or wherever it was, the party was at a loss again until Ander said he had a ring who let him transport through plants. Although none of us know if there are plants near there. So we took a rest of the night off.
So
The king, we left the king. I mean, the party left the king to be by his lonesome and ponder his queen's betrayal, and also to announce to the people about about the misfortune that has occurred. The rest of the party had some drinks, a little talk between Taxi and Mountain, and then they went to sleep. That's it.
the end.
Yay.
All right, Jared, your turn.
Yeah.
Do I know? Now I have to do it too.
Recite what he just said.
No, we can just use that one.
Yeah, we're testing in that one.
Yeah, we can just use that one. It's fine. Okay, fine.
You forgot the part where Velrisa got saved and rejoined the party, though.
Wait, for real? No, let's keep it with fucking. This is great.
You can use that one.
All of you
I like
wake
the part
up.
where Ander shows up and says, "I am the man."
It's a new day. Jared is playing taxi this session.
I want to smoke some Wade.
No, he
He's
doesn't.
never done that.
He
He's
doesn't.
never
He's-
done that
that's
once.
I want to smoke Wade right now.
I give up.
Velrisa, are you a virgin? Let's kill shit.
That's not even the right character.
No, I gotta drink
Drinking.
alcohol first. Alcohol.
All of you switch bodies.
Everyone dies.
It's me, bro.
TPK start
No,
again.
not everyone can be
Yeah.
Br'aad. This is not how that works.
Yeah, I'm angsty.
I'm Velrisa.
I'm
I'm in
dating
jail
a god
right now.
and shit. I date God because I'm
Yeah.
just that bitch.
Yeah, that's me. I take God.
I date God.
I'm Silman motherfucking Vanglore.
Bro.
I fucking like, I'm cool and shit. I'm the man.
Guys, can we
Bro,
play?
yeah.
Like,
Please.
Yeah.
I put my dick in stuff.
Please.
I haven't done that once, actually.
Please, I just want to play.
He already hasn't. So, waking up the next morn to cloudy skies, not a lot of sunlight. The streets are quiet. Even the hallways of the inn are bare. You wake up to this sheer quiet that is very unaccustomed to a place like a tavern. You all wake in your separate rooms, redonning your gear for the day. What do you want to do? Is there anything specific you do as you awake?
Oh,
Oh.
Br'aad's room. I need to go to Br'aad's room before we leave. Before we leave.
We're live.
Leave.
You enter Br'aad's room.
Before we leave. Knock, knock. May I come in?
Who's there?
It's only me.
Only me? Who?
You know, the one with the ears.
This
I
is
come
a,
in?
This is a weird bit. Here, come on in.
Br'aad.
What's going on?
In order for us to get any closer to Velrisa using the spell that Ander holds, I need some way of seeing if there are plants or trees near the stronghold she's kept in. And I thought maybe since you were able to see the queen, you'd be able to see that area too or something.
I mean, I tried to scry on Velrisa before, but she's too wise. I've never tried to scry on a tree. I guess it's worth a shot. Bye, 5th level spell slot.
Well,
You're attempting to scry.
I'm going
a
to find that tree for you, Taxi. I'm gonna find
maybe
it.
like a location or I don't know if you
Can
have
I?
to, like,
No, it has to be a.
I don't know because I don't know these magic ways of you. Your
Yeah.
magic ways.
Well, do you have magic ways of finding trees?
I tried. And I can, but not that far away. If it is that far away, and my limit is literally like a few miles. Yeah, 5 miles. Actually,
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
no. I could
Um,
run that. We could run that. We have run that every morning.
I don't
There's
want
no way
to.
she's a kilometer, she's no way she's that far away.
No,
Or that close, I mean.
it's a real doozy, Taxi. I mean, I can scry on someone, but I don't think I can scry on something. It's not like I would know, like a tree.
Yeah. They're not like friendly or anything. They don't really. You kind of just, say hello to the tree and then it doesn't really bark back,
Did you make a tree joke?
No, they're pretty silent, is what I mean.
They are
You can't
trees.
be friends with one. That's all I'm saying. You can try.
Have you tried to be friends with the tree before?
Many trees. Back when I was
Do
young.
you still do that?
That's all I had. Well, no, I have you guys. I don't need to do that anymore.
Oh, that's really sad, Taxi.
Taxi starts nervously sweating as he looks away. I'm gonna do that anymore.
Well, if it's not going to work, then maybe there's another way. I just wanted to check first.
I can try, but no, I'm sorry. I don't think I can with what I have right now.
Maybe wait to try. Let's see all the options. That's it, Jared. We can move on.
Yeah, I don't really.
Okay. Anything else for anybody as you guys awaken?
I've got nothing right now.
Well then, you guys, everyone awakens, donning their equipment, getting ready for the morning, and heading down to the first floor of the tavern, where you meet with, I think, Onder at this point.
Are we in a tavern?
It's an inn inside of the castle walls.
Okay.
That you guys have been staying in, the inn part on the top, but it's a tavern/inn. There are no patrons, no customers currently as you guys come to the first floor, but Onder is standing up next to the bar, not sitting down on a bar stool, just standing up like elbows on the bar, having a morning drink.
I need to see them. All the trees.
Good morning. Okay.
What?
I just wanted to get your attention.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I'm sure you know
Got
how
it.
it works, Onder, but for everyone else, I can't take us to the stronghold using that spell without knowing the plants nearby or seeing them. I need to know that
Does
they're there.
anyone have any secret tree peeping powers
Yes.
that we don't know about?
No,
Mountain,
what if
close
we
your
literally-
eyes.
You could. It's fine if you've been hiding this kink, but we really need it now.
What
Do
if
you
we
see
just
the
ask-
trees, Mountain?
Okay.
Do you see them there? Find the green.
I don't see any trees.
Listen, now I'm just saying. We
Picture
literally
it.
have a.
Go back to your roots.
All right.
We have a what?
Still no trees.
We have somebody in the compound right now who could tell us if there's a tree or not. I mean, it would put her at risk a little bit, mind you, but make things
She's
easier
probably
for us.
inside a building, isn't she? There's no trees in buildings.
Have you never
That's
seen a
so
tree in a
dumb.
building?
There's no
Have you ever
trees
seen
in
a
there.
prison, a
Trees are
stronghold?
outside.
Who
Yeah,
puts
I mean-
a tree in a giant
Maybe
fortified
they wanted
prison?
to liven up the place. Listen, I don't judge their interior decorating skills.
Realistically, it's not likely. And Br'aad already tried to scry on her, or whatever.
Maybe I can scry on the queen again, and this time she'll be watering the plants. And we'll catch her at just the right time, and then we'll pop out of her bush and
Somebody-
bust her in the head.
Imagine a ruthless murderer, probably, just watering plants. It doesn't fit the character.
I mean, I don't know. There's a chance she would even maybe look at a tree.
Listen, in the space of 1 minute, which is how long I can scry for, how many times in a day over the course of 1 minute do you find yourself looking at trees?
Like 16 times.
If you're
Your
outside,
chance of looking
times.
at a tree is very slim, but never 0%.
That's the spirit. Now,
but that would
if
take
you
us
had
right
to
to her.
pick, at one time of the day, when would you be most likely to be looking at trees?
11:37.
11:37. What time is it
Why?
now, Silman?
I don't know.
It's a little past 7. It'd be like 7:20,
It's a little
7:30.
past 7.
Thank you.
So,
This isn't helping.
we've
Oh, no.
calculated the optimal tree gazing period. If I scry during this exact time and she's looking at a tree, I can tell you where the tree is positioned and we can rescue Velrisa.
Didn't you say she had, like, what if she's nocturnal? You said she had fangs? What if she doesn't even go out during the day?
She did have fangs. That was kind of weird.
What if she just can't? Maybe that's why she's stuck inside.
Maybe that's for extracting the sap from the trees.
I don't think
Which
she's
are
an actual
everywhere.
tree hugger.
Listen, Andre, I mean, you've had to deal with this a lot, right? Do you have any ideas?
The only thing I can think of would be some sort of magical item or something arcane that could do such a thing. But
Hey, Taxi, don't you have a staff that,
To do what?
Hey, what
I don't know,
happened to
make
that
a
funny?
tree.
can't make a tree that's miles and miles and miles
I don't
away.
think we have anything on us.
Well,
that
there's
can-
no proof that you couldn't.
What about the king?
think
What if
I
he
would
has a
know
magical-
the limit of my capabilities.
What about
He
that?
doesn't have
well,
anything,
actually.
but I'm sure that someone in this kingdom could help us. All right, if he can, rally the people, maybe we can find somebody who would help us.
Mountain, who's that funny skeleton guy who had that magic stuff?
Oh,
Where's he at?
That's
Maybe he.
Velrisa knows that.
Chin.
Velrisa knows that. No, it doesn't really help right
Sin.
now.
Was his name
Quinn?
Sin?
Quinn. His name was Quinn. Oh, and he gave us something to get him.
Did I
Wasn't
have
it
that,
like
or
a
did
ringy
Velrisa
bell?
have that? Did Velrisa have
That would be
'Cause
awkward if it was Velrisa.
Does Velrisa have that?
I think he
don't
gave
know.
it to you.
I don't think I should put it. In
You
my,
would-
in
I
my
feel like-
character
I think that's
sheet.
Because you were the one who
backseat.
took the job from him.
Yeah. He gave me a bell to ring if I ever needed it.
Ah, that's funny. How's that work? And I hit it.
You smack it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bell is very small. The handle that actually holds it is just a metal carving of like a skeletal hand that's hovering this sort of ghoul-looking bell with a skull on the bottom as the ringer that has two small sapphire-like eyes. As you go and you smack it and it rings, the two eyes glow, and you hear just one loud single chime, very high-pitched chime that goes throughout the entire room, and then it goes quiet for a few seconds. And then nearby, the front door to the tavern bursts open, but inwards, and Quinn comes tumbling through with a large sack over his back. You can hear the sound of cluttering as the door opens, like things banging together and falling over, but nothing else comes out of the door except for him. And then the door slams shut once more. and you just,
Hey!
Oh, it worked.
scares the shite out of me every time. Oh, hey!
Hey!
Hey,
We got to see you back so quickly.
We're looking for
Yeah.
we're looking for
listen.
trees.
Well, okay. Maybe just come right out with it.
I don't know. There's looking.
You remember the tiefling who was with me?
Oh, yes, the purple one. Cute girl. Why?
Yeah.
Hey, watch it.
So here's the thing.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. Here's the thing. No, we're leaving that in. We lost her, and we are trying to get to her. And our buddy Under over here, he can. What is it? He can walk through trees or something. What the fuck can he do?
I didn't understand it.
I have a spell gem that gives me the ability to cause transportation magic to come through plants. They
But
must
we-
be
Yeah,
large
whatever the fuck
enough
he
for a
said.
person to walk through, however.
But we
That-
can't
yeah.
we can't find any plants or trees near where she is right now. She's far away.
Right, okay. And at this point, he takes his right leg bone, just knocks it out of place and starts leaning on it. Sort of like it's like a stool of some kind. He
You
goes, "Why
always do
see? What the fuck do you want with me then?
I don't know. I just pulled out the bell and he hit it. I was hoping maybe, I don't know, you could
Well,
help us.
maybe you had like
Right,
a,
yes. I gave you that
tree.
bell for services, okay? You ring me when you want to buy things. I am a merchant.
Yeah,
I
you
sell
have-
things.
Okay, what
What are
can
you
I
selling?
buy?
What do you want?
Get us there.
Can you buy?
I have an emporium! A bloody emporium!
Take me to the tree finding aisle.
That.
You want something that finds trees.
I want something that finds trees in specific places that we are
He
looking for
wants
trees.
something that finds trees. Take it. Get us
Fucking-
that.
and then he just pulls the sack from around his back and opens up and starts digging around in it. He's like, fucking, these bloody fucking tree searching, fucking, watch this one, fucking scroll of fire, fucking eyes of watching, fucking robe of eyes! What's fucking tree searching, fucking.
A lot of eyes.
And we'll see what he finds.
There's like nothing that can locate a fucking tree.
Oh, I mean, it's not all just normal magic items, don't you worry.
Oh man, this man has everything, and we're asking for fucking the Tree Finder 3000.
What is this? Scroll the tree location. I don't want to know, dude. I'm scared.
This isn't So this is I have an actual like list of items that I've created. It's a random generating thing to just give me some things Quinn might have.
That's funny.
In inventory, and I was looking for things with the keyword tree, and I found something. We're not going to use this because this is a meme item I have added to my list, but it's called the Amulet of Tree Power Activate. That just says, when the wearer of this amulet speaks and says tree powers activate, the wearer instantly becomes a tree.
That's perfect.
We launch someone there,
I
and
like
then we
this, I
turn
like
them
this.
into a tree, and then we go walk out of them.
I want Br'aad to have that scroll just so we can go, tree powers activate!
He just turns into a giant
And then I
oak
get
tree.
to roll up a new character.
You can't revert back, you just turn into a tree.
Is that the whole thing?
Yeah.
You just can't go back. Okay.
No, you just turn into a tree.
Wow.
But we can put it on Ungro and be like, yo, say that.
Say this thing.
Suggest that he say it. Just suggest that he say it.
That'd be a big ass tree, and that's how the world tree was formed.
I buy it.
We just, we keep fucking saying it under our breath.
Oh.
Taxi dies, and he just goes, tree powers.
Oh.
Tree powers.
Hold on. I may have found something, but I need to actually do some searching for a second to make sure that I'm remembering my my old Norse lore correctly. Hold on a second.
Taxi completes his character arc by saying tree powers activate.
It would just be a full circle.
It really would be.
He goes, he in fact instead he pulls he puts the bag to his side, still cursing to himself. What fucking tree powers? And then he pulls out a list. He puts his hand actually up into his like around his pelvis and ribs and pulls a small scroll out and unravels and starts like reading through a list and goes, oh wait, that's perfect. Yes, I have an idea.
Okay.
I don't have it on me. We'll have to go back to my place. I'd wink right now, but I don't have anything but eye sockets. But listen, what I have is something I took from that rat bastard. It's a small little branch, tiny little piece of a branch of a very, very ancient tree, older than time itself. And we can use said branch to get to that tree. And what this tree does, the power it holds, we might have a connection. If there is some sort of tree anywhere nearby to where you're talking about, it will be connected to this great tree.
Taxi, what is
incredibly
I just
convenient.
heard tree so many times in process, none of it.
There's a lot of
Taxi.
trees here. A lot of trees in this business. You see, there's an ancient tree. Its name is, pardon my tongue, I don't have one, Yggdrasil. And
That's pretty
this
good for
tree-
someone no tongue.
this tree connects the it's sort of this life connecting tree. It's all these fucking branches and I hate it. It's fucking bitch to navigate, but it connects life itself all together through the branches. And this means all trees theoretically are connected to this one. Now I give you this for one reason and one reason
That
only.
makes so much sense.
You must do me a favor.
Oh,
A very important favor. And for this, I'll give you the item free of fucking charge. But you gotta do this one thing for me. All right? There's this one little fucking cretin that lives on that tree. This little fucking squirrely bastard. He's literally a fucking squirrel. He's a big ass fucking squirrel. His name's Ratatoska. And you see, and he pulls up his left hand and he takes off his left ring finger and goes, "This bloody thing's made out of plastic. I don't have my real finger anymore. The fucking squirrel took it."
Was this after the other guy took your skin and then
I've had a rough life.
squirrel came up and said, "Fuck you"?
I've had a very rough life. And he starts screwing his finger back on.
Queen,
this is a really weird fucking business model.
I would be interested. How much do I know about this tree? Would I know anything about this
Make
tree?
a religion check to see how much you know about Nordic gods.
I really was the tree. I got a bad roll.
How much?
5.
5 in total. You've heard tales just because of the big tree. It's known as the mythological tree. Yggdrasil is known as just the tree of life, essentially. It's a connection of all things living together. And other than that, you don't really know much about it or who would reside on it, especially not anything about big squirrels. But yeah, you don't have that much knowledge of it, except for the fact it would be in a different plane of existence theoretically,
So
as it would be in Valhalla.
I'd be interested to see this tree, and of course we'd love to help you, but we're in a very big hurry and we don't have time to fight a squirrel.
I'm not asking you to fight him, okay? He's a fucking bastard, but I don't think he'll fight you.
Is this something that we could do all in one day? Because we really need to get to her.
We can fucking, and then he grabs the bell out of Mountain's hand, and then he rings it again, and the door goes flying open, and he goes, "Fucking come on!"
Are we going to miss your father doing the thing? Doesn't he need the hammer for that?
He runs up back to the door. He grabs the burlap sack with a few winding arcs. He throws it back into the door, and then does like a swimmer stance with his hands together, and then he leaps.
That's beautiful.
Through the door himself.
Beautiful. We should follow. We'll catch.
I step through hesitantly.
Oh, what
just look
about
back.
the hammer and your father?
Nope.
trying to rally you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I backflip
not
through
worry
the
about it right
door.
now. Let's just go through here.
Say what? What did Br'aad say? Sorry.
I said I backflip through the
Backflip
into
through.
the other dimension.
That's very cool. The
Okay.
feeling is exactly like it was before for you, Mountain. For everybody else, it's gut wrenching. You feel yourself spiraling and being thrown back and forth in this chaotic energy that's twisting. It feels like you're just trapped in a fucking vortex of water that's spinning rapidly, but there's nothing around you with this feeling of open air. And then you feel yourself just slam feet first into hard ground, and you stumble somewhere inside of Quinn's magical emporium. As you look around, you're in a room, big open room with these dark wooden display cases all covered with this fine glass. Inside you see daggers, ancient looking swords, war hammers. You see cloaks hanging off nearby racks. It's all decorative, showing off these several different magic items. None of them, however, being a scroll of fine tree, very sadly enough.
Dang.
But as you
Well, I
land in this
guess I'm
room, you
going
can
in.
see very clearly on the back wall. It domes off to the side, making this own little separate room, this separate little circled podium, where there's a single shelf on its own, a single stand displaying just this old tree branch. It's dark. The wood is getting to the point where it's going from a brown to even a gray. Lots of knots going down the branch. These twisted little twigs and sticks falling off the sides and arcing out. It's this old dried up branch.
Hey, while we're walking there, I turn to Quinn and say, now I couldn't help but hearing you mention something about tree power.
What?
I want to know about the tree power, and I want to buy it.
Oh my god.
Fucking tree power. You mean that fucking thing? Well, I'm not giving you that for free. All right, that's a very rare, highly sought after item.
Oh, what is it? What is it exactly?
Well, it's an amulet that you wear around your neck, and you say the ancient phrase, "Tree powers activate."
And then what happens? Why is it so sought after? What could
And
this
then
legendary
the
artifact?
course of nature flows through you, and you turn into a fucking tree.
And then what? Just forever?
You're a tree.
I will take it.
On the bright side, you can choose what tree you turn into.
Magic is so incredible, huh? The world is a mysterious place. How much?
We can talk about that after we do the little thing for me. I might give you a discount on it.
All right. It's just so tempting.
To a tree.
But first things first, and he adjusts his top hat and walks up to the display case. This is the ancient branch of Yggdrasil. This is your hopeful key to whatever bloody plan you got going on. Now, as I said, one thing for me. You find that squirrel bastard, and you ask for my ring finger back. And hopefully the ring that was on it too.
So you just want your finger back. We don't have to kill her.
No, you don't. He's
don't
technically a
have
deity.
what?
You might have some trouble with that.
Well,
So-
we'll see where he has it squirreled away.
That's a funny one. I get it. He's
Can I
a
have the-
funny
can I
one.
have the
That one
tree
rattles my
power
funny
now? Can I
bone.
have the tree power for
Yeah,
that one?
give us
We'll
the
talk
stick.
about it
Give
when
us
you
the
get
stick.
back, you quirky bastard. All right, and then he lifts the dome of the display case open and he grabs a hold of the branch. As soon as he does, you see these Nordic runes begin flying off, and these ancient dark chants start to flow through the air, this ambient sound. And then he just holds it out very casually to you guys and goes, well, fucking take it. I'm not going.
I
snatched that branch.
Okay. As you snatch that branch, you begin
out
to...
of Mountain's hands.
As you grab a hold of it, you can hear those sounds. Once again, that chanting becomes deeper and deeper inside the back of your head. It doesn't sound evil or chaotic, but it just sounds very harmonic. And then as you hold on to it more, you look ahead and you see in the air just this circular green portal starts to rift and open up from the center. And all you can see through it, through this cloudy, misted view, you see a large tree branch. To the left and right, you just see the sides, the curvature of this large piece of wood. In the distance, you see clouds and the neck of the base of the tree far, far off. These branches look at the size of buildings.
I give it back to Mountain. I don't need voices in my head. I don't like it. Here you go.
I'm used to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, still not used to it. Here, take it.
Awesome. I miss these.
Sick. I missed these. Stockholm syndrome.
I walked
Alright.
through the portal.
This is fucked.
Let's go.
Wait.
I get a running
Through
start.
the portal.
Stop.
We have to go now.
Are we gonna go there immediately? Did Under come with us?
No,
Under's there,
we
yeah.
didn't.
Okay.
Oh shit.
He's there.
Powers.
Are we not gonna do this?
And I go back
All right,
into
whatever.
the portal.
Fuck it.
Okay, so
go
we're not
through the
gonna be
goddamn
there for
portal.
the big speech. Got
No,
it.
whatever.
Maybe we'll be back by noon and he'll be ready.
What, will we?
It's
But
just
then we won't
a
care. Like,
squirrel.
what?
It's just a tree.
This time, as you step through the portal, it's very the opposite feeling of what you felt coming through into Quinn's Emporium. It's a very natural step. As you step forward, you feel like your foot gets heavier, almost like you're traversing through thicker air. Like the air around you thickens, but you step hard and you feel yourself land on the wooden branch of the tree. And as the mist and clouds around you part, you can see endlessly to your left and right off the sides of the tree. You can just see blue sky, clouds rolling by. And then very far off in the distance, as you stare through the clouds, you see what looks like the back of something reptilian. These large scales break through the clouds, shining off of the daylight sun. Something that looks like the size of the Great Wall of China, bigger even in the width of the back of whatever this scaled-like creature is. It just domes out from the clouds and then slowly arches back in. As you look away from this sight and you look around the tree, you see that you're not exactly at the top, but you're quite far up the base, standing on this branch. You'd guess you're somewhere a little ways, maybe 60% up, starting from the bottom.
Okay.
If only we had a squirrel that could help us also find squirrels.
Hey, we're looking for a squirrel.
And as the portal behind you closes, you hear Quinn go, I fucking got that! And then the portal shuts,
Now,
So,
leaving you guys standing here on this tree branch. As you look towards the, it's several hundreds of feet to walk from here to the base of the tree. The just from where the branch meets the base. But you can see this large hollowed out opening that leads inside. You can tell the tree itself, there's something inside of it. Stairwells, ways up and down, something, rooms, you're not sure. But you can see that there is a way into it.
How do we take a picture of something? Does that exist yet?
this is wonderful, but now, problem. How the fuck are we supposed to find the branch that goes to the tree that we want?
I don't fucking know. That's not my department. I got the skeleton guy.
Maybe
That's
we
like
asked the
All
squirrel.
I have to do.
Yeah, no, you're right.
What would... Ratatouille. Yeah, let's
Okay.
go find it.
Ratatouille. Yeah.
I cast,
hey, Ratatouille.
I cast
Ratatouille!
with my tree staff. I put it into the branch we're standing on a little bit, and then cast locate animals and plants, and I'll locate the nearest squirrel.
As you put your staff down onto the branch and you cast a spell, you feel first that pulse of energy that you exert out of yourself, and you begin to feel the presence of many animals. You feel birds in the nearby area, squirrels, woodland critters. For a split second, you feel how vast the nature and life is, the fauna around this tree. and then you locate for the nearest squirrel, and then you feel that there's one, as you look to your left, one's actually skittering off the side of the branch you're currently on, getting farther away from the party as you've stepped foot on here, sort of backing away, going around the side where it dips towards the under branch.
Gotta catch the squirrel.
Did he say the squirrel was big or normal sized?
It's very big. Maybe the squirrel knows where it is, though.
Hit that squirrel!
No, wait.
I dive and I try to grab it before it goes over the
I'm
edge.
pretty sure his exact terminology was fucking ginormous.
Okay, well, I look
Well,
around. Is there a
this one looks a little
ginormous
bit
fucking
chunky, so-
squirrel?
You look
Do I get-
around and you don't see necessarily anything. You don't see any squirrels, or you don't see any large squirrels, I should say.
Do I get
Sticking
a
out.
sense of a bigger animal energy somewhere else?
Make a nature check.
Big animal vibes.
Big animal vibes.
Can I roll to catch the squirrel, by the way, Jared? It's
19.
Okay, back to that. 19. As you close your eyes and you begin to try to feel the presence of any more just creatures, feeling for that natural energy, you immediately get that looming feeling from whatever was far off in the distance, whatever that Earth-sized creature was that broke through the clouds. You get a looming feeling of that, and then you think again, and you get a feeling as well of something greater below, something else even serpent-like, lurking below the tree, somewhere below the ground. And then from that, you feel a connection to the tree from that, but you don't feel any large squirrels or any other big presences in the area. Those are the two biggest creatures that you can feel, simply just their aura from how large they are.
Is that I feel a connection to the tree?
You feel like whatever is below it is connected somehow to the tree, like it's currently interacting with the tree.
Okay. I don't think that means we go down, right? I say.
Unless we want to do a deep dive into all of Norse mythology, probably not. But I don't know.
Oh,
Let's just head towards like the base of the tree, like the you know.
Oh, he's a quick little guy. Come here.
Make a sleight of hand check, bro.
Thank you.
Yep. He's a quick one. Come here. Get the fuck over here.
Fuck you,
I got a 26.
You fucking catch that squirrel by the neck.
Come to
Good job,
me.
Br'aad.
He is one of my litter. Taxi. Look at this. Look him in the eyes. Ask him where his leader is.
Jesus. Valhalla, where are we? North God. Hold him more calmly, please.
Okay. Here, he
hasn't
can
read the
rest in
name,
my
Tyndall.
hand.
Tyndall, okay.
He can
All right,
rest
I
in my
cast
hand.
speak with animals with the little one.
This is him, God.
And I kneel down to get on his eye level. And I cast speak with animals. Where is your squirrel god?
As it's kicking its feet, trying to get like out of grass.
Calm
goes-
yourself, it's okay.
He goes, I wouldn't call him a stupid god. You talking about rat? You want rat, don't you?
I do. We're not here for any trouble. We just want to see him.
He's probably out drinking again. I don't know. How should I know where he is?
Wow, I thought this place was like peaceful. I didn't think people would be out here drinking. How is this
Squirrel's
place?
making funny noises.
Where are we? I know where we
Yeah,
are. But like,
everybody just like deep, 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 deep. It's like little like chirps coming out of the squirrel.
how
Sounds angry.
How is this place? We're obviously new. You saw us come in.
You're from Material Plane. I can tell by the smell of you.
Thanks.
You're in Asgard,
Oh,
the home of the gods.
okay. What else?
You're on Yggdrasil. This
All
tree
right.
connects you to your plane, Asgard, and what's it's a big word. Oh, it's a big one. Jotunheim. That's the one.
And this ginormous fucking squirrel is which direction, if you would help me?
I don't know where he is. He's a messenger. He's sprawling up and down the tree at all times.
Oh,
Now,
Wait inside. I'm sure you'll find him at some point.
okay. Wait, inside?
Yeah, you can head inside.
Where?
The big doorway.
only a giant door in the fucking.
I look over. Thank you so much for your help, bro. Let him go.
Got any nuts?
Yeah, I reach into my rations, which consist all of nuts, and I give
understandable.
him 5 nuts.
Wow.
He gladly takes the 5 nuts and then he scatters off away from you guys.
Go,
down
my
towards
son.
the base of the tree.
Oh,
Be free. Is he immediately swooped up by a hawk or no?
No, It seems pretty peaceful here, actually.
If we're in heaven, I'm pretty sure people aren't gonna die here.
Yeah. You're not in heaven.
Did he have his finger, Taxi? Does he know where it is?
Well, not that one, but he said if we wait inside, we might be able to run into the ginormous squirrel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Said his name was like
honestly.
Wrath, right?
I don't know. I can't. But to me, it sounded like.
Yeah, it was started with an R, ended with an Ath. So that I think that's
I
we'll just
think
go
if we
inside.
see a giant squirrel, we'll know it's him.
There's
Hopefully.
also very big serpent-like creature below, and
Well, that doesn't
something.
really matter, does it?
No, but I'm just letting you know, just in case we fall.
Really gives you a
Okay.
sense of scale.
Well,
Yeah.
nobody fall. Simple.
Hey, dare me to jump?
Yeah, do it.
See?
I
No,
kicked something off
no.
the branch. All right, we're going into the door.
Uh-oh. Yeah, let's walk in.
All right.
You guys
hundred
walk
feet.
down the branch all the way to the entrance. One moment.
I go to pee.
You go pee.
Can you pee off the Yggdrasil, please? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you can pee.
Do
off
you
the
have a
extra
rag, Jared, that I can like get you, real quick?
I fucking hate this.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
I wanna
please,
fucking-
not
Please,
that.
Okay. You guys head inside though. Walking in the inside of this large green ash tree is still very lively. You can see just from the spirals in the wood, how healthy in the color, especially Taxi, you take appreciation of how lively this tree feels. It feels almost unnaturally strong and unnaturally vibrant compared to most life. As you walk inside, there's this stream off to your left. There's a hole inside of the trunk itself, the base of the tree is this large hole that divots going all the way up and down with this blue stream of magical energy. And then after a few moments, you hear the sound of rapid claws as a squirrel approximately the size of a wagon comes flying up that stream, clawing against the side of the tree, just barreling up towards the top.
Hey! Wait!
As he runs past, the first thing you see is there's actually a large messenger's bag hanging off the squirrel's shoulder, falling down to its side, sort of slapping against it as it's running. And it goes, "What? Visitors? 1 second."
All right, I got his attention. Who wants to talk to the big squirrel? I don't know if I want to talk to it.
Not it.
Not it.
And then after a few seconds, you hear, and then flying down once again, the squirrel lands, almost gliding from its large tail. It lands back onto this floor of the tree in front of you.
Taxi, you're the only one who can understand him. He's a squirrel.
He goes, sorry, messages, talking, back and forth. I'm sharpening the eagle.
I don't.
I don't know what he's saying.
Taxi.
I hate all of you. I know he's speaking common.
Taxi, you're our only hope.
Only you can do this.
I can hear everything all of you are saying.
Yes, I
What?
apologize
We
so
can't
much.
understand you.
I'm scared, Mountain.
No, Hablo squirrel.
Don't worry, it's okay.
Listen, I'm on a very, 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 very tight-knit schedule, okay? I have a lot of messages to deliver.
All right,
What do you want?
I apologize. Please ignore them. We are here because we need to connect to this tree and find a tree in our own plane that is close to a stronghold where one of our friends is captured.
need a
And
fi-
also,
we need a
we need to
finger.
get a finger back from you that belongs to a skeleton.
Shut
that has a
up,
ring
shut
on
up,
it.
shut up! Oh my
You told me to
god!
be quick. I don't know what you want from me.
When I say quick, I mean brevity. I mean be quick, be short. Don't give me your life fucking story.
Oh, okay.
You need a ring finger
Friend
from a skeleton.
captured. Need to find plant near friend, preferably tree.
Okay, you're looking for a
Second
plant.
thing.
Okay.
Need a bone finger with a ring on it.
You apparently bit it off of a skeleton guy.
I don't remember biting off any fingers. He lost it in a bet, first of all.
Oh,
Can we buy it back,
did not-
maybe? Or do something.
He wants it back.
yes.
Well, that's not our priority. Our priority is the tree near the friend.
Okay, look, I can help you if you just give me a moment, okay? I have to
Yeah, let's
deliver a
play rock,
message
paper,
back down to
scissors for
Nidhood.
the finger.
I will be back in just a moment. Make yourselves at home. Where are you from? How the fuck did you get here?
I
have
don't know what our
branch
world is
thing.
called. Earth, maybe? What is it called?
The material plane?
Material plane. We're from the
Yeah.
material plane.
Do we know that? Do we know it's called the material plane?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
yes,
feel
you
like
would
if
know
we
that.
are arcane, yeah, we should know that.
Even if you're not archonic, well, it's still kind of general knowledge to most people. If you had any sort of education, you'd learn of the other planes of existence. Not like in depth, but you'd know of them.
People talk about them.
Yeah. The squirrel runs back down. He darts down to the bottom of the tree. At this point as well, the entire tree begins to shake quite violently, almost knocking you guys off your feet. And you just hear screaming and cursing coming from below.
Well, that went well. I think you'll help us.
So what did he say?
And then the squirrel comes back up and goes,
I know you know what
hungry worms! Anyway,
Hey.
okay. Material people. You want a plant? You wanted a plant?
Yeah,
want-
You don't have enough of those in your world? Enough
No,
plants?
you didn't understand me the first or second time. I'm trying to tell you, we need a specific tree near a stronghold in a specific location to find a friend so that we may transport.
Okay, you're looking for a connection to a specific plant. That might take some time.
Bingo!
There are many branches here on the tree, and lots of things it's connecting to. Let me think about it.
I'm sorry, we're just in a hurry and we need to find her.
You're in a fucking hurry.
Well-
Try living my life.
I'm sorry.
Tell you what, now that I can understand squirrel, I was listening to it for a bit. And what if you just pass us that bone finger and then we can just leave you alone?
I don't think we can do this on our own, Br'aad.
Okay, all right.
So then I'm gonna give him a big nut or something.
Here's what I need you to do. You guys need to do something for me. In fact, because I'm very busy. I actually have to deliver a message to the one and only Odin. All right, so I have to leave. I have to get out of this tree. But if you can do one thing for me, then I've got. I'll not only will I give you that fucking finger back, but I'll show you the way to this tree you're looking for.
Let me check my list of things to do for other people.
This one's quick. This one's easy. All I need you to do is here. Which one of you is the biggest of an asshole?
Mountain.
I point him out.
Mountain.
Perfect, the other one. And then he reaches up and he pulls out of his messenger's bag just a small scroll. He goes, I want you to go to the top of the tree, all of you. And I want you to read this message to the eagle that rests up there. Tell him exactly that this came from the dragon below. All right?
How do we get up there?
And he points to the large stream of blue energy that he kept firing up and down from. He goes, "Oh, start over there."
We just jump into that. What is happening here?
Did you say dragon?
Eagle. What is going on?
It's a very, very long story. So there's an eagle, right?
We don't need to
And
hear
he
this.
sleeps on top of it.
I thought
Shut
you
the
were
fuck
come
up.
on. We don't need your life story, bud.
Fine. You know what? I get it. Just deliver the message. I'll give you what you want when I get back.
So you want me to read this?
Just read it verbose, word for word, and tell him the dragon said it.
All right, up the stream we
Okay.
go.
So Ratatosker then darts off after, as you can see as well,
So,
once you enter, each one of these levels, you can look up and down. You see there's multiple like carvings where like all the wood inside's been turned into platforms going up and down where the chute is. And each one of them has several open gates leading to these different branches steaming miles and miles off the tree in several different directions, every single doorway. It seems like if you weren't accustomed to this place, you would never want to attempt to navigate it, as there are so many different branches and so many different levels. But you were told to go to the very top by this squirrel bastard, according to Quinn.
Yeah.
Let's hit it.
So I guess let's
do it.
Let's
Who
jump in the
wants to go
big.
first?
Let's jump in the big blue tube, right?
That is.
Is it just like those things from Halo where
It's
you,
sort of
where you
so
go in and
it's
go,
it's this big circular hole cut straight through all the platforms, and there's just like this blue sparkling energy that's just like swirling up it.
Fuck it. I jump in.
Jump pad, jump boost, and I just I backflip in for the
Okay.
third portal.
As you guys go into it, and you begin ascending upwards, the whole party, you feel you're actually not going insanely fast. You feel your body moving at a crazy speed, but to you it feels fine. It feels accustomed. You feel like you're just sitting on a train, as you would in real life, like that sort of feeling where you feel the movement, but it's not nauseating. It's not uncomfortable to you. You realize you're not moving anywhere close to as fast as the squirrel was, but you assume that's because you're not exactly accustomed to these tunnels or the way they work. This ancient magic from a different world. But as you slowly ascend to the top, you notice that as you go up, the clouds darken around you. The light blue skies turn into a darkened gray, and so do the clouds that fill them. In the distance, you hear cracks of thunder as small breaches of red light start to come through sides of the clouds. This red, almost blood-like sunlight breaking through some of the dark clouds. As you reach the top of the tree, you see laying there on this large mound, all the trees and nearby nature crushed underneath its large mass, this giant, sleeping, unnamed eagle. The beak itself, the size of 20, 30, maybe even 40 war chariots sitting in front of you. As it exhales, the breath hits your body, nearly knocking you off your feet. It lays there, sleeping at the very top of this tree. Its eyes shut. Utter silence.
Okay, Mountain, you're up. You read
Go for it,
you
Mountain.
read the message from the big dragon to the big
I got it.
eagle.
Okay.
I'm
So he
going
said,
to hide
dragon.
behind this. I'm going to hide behind
hold
this
on, wait.
branch.
What was the guy's name who gave me the message? I don't want him to think it's from me.
Just say it's from
Ratatouille.
the dragon.
Okay. From
the bottom of the tree.
From the dragon.
Listen,
from the
Mountain.
From the
Just
dragon.
say it with confidence. You're here to deliver the message. Just say
Whatever
this
you
is,
do, don't
this
fuck
is,
it up.
Is
this
there
is from
somebody
the-
here?
Oh,
You hear echo from somewhere off the top of the eagle, but it itself is still eyes shut, sleeping. And as you peer, looking for where the voice comes from, some of the dark gray eagle's feathers ruffle, and a normal-sized hawk peeks its head out from inside the feathers in between the eyes of the eagle. The hawk is balding and looks quite elderly, with his very dark tan, bare-naked skin underneath the part where the feathers are missing. It looks up with very bulbous eyes, darting back and forth around the party.
hi.
Mountain, read the message.
Oh, so I have a message for the eagle, for the big guy.
Message. You aren't the squirrel.
Message. No. Squirrel had something to do. He sent us here, and this is a message from the dragon. The dragon.
At the bottom
Down
of
there. The
at the bottom tree.
Another blasted
where he
letter.
is.
And then he quickly, you see him open up his beak and then dive down into the feathers, and then he pinches really hard, and the eagle jolts awake, shaking the entire tree as its large body shakes, and its eyes open, and then the large avian eyes focus on you, Mountain, as it exhales once more, the breath hitting your body, nearly knocking you off your feet.
Do I have to explain that again, or did he get that?
Speak the message!
Okay. This is an eagle who sits is no better than a fish who is allergic to water. Oh shit. To water. Your frail bird bones won't even make a nutritional meal for me. Oh, this is not me. This is him. You only rest on top the tree of life to hide from me, so I cannot take yours. Why don't you flap your pitiful little body of weakness and cowardice here so I may end your sad excuse of an existence. Again, not me at all. That's him. It's totally him.
The air is still. No sound, but the sound of the distant wind blowing after you finish your phrase. And
What
then
it's
it
worth, I think
exhales
you were
once
really-
more with a deep growl underneath the exhale. It goes, that wretched dragon will pay.
Okay, well,
You,
pleasure. No,
you tell him
no.
that I said.
No, listen. That's not my thing. I'm not that guy. I just, that's one. That's a one and done.
You tell him
Okay.
that I said his day of reckoning will come.
One second. Does anybody have a pencil? Or a pen? There's something. Anything.
I pass him. Yeah, I reach into my bag and I pass
He
him.
keeps talking even while you guys are saying this.
Quick, Mountain, quick.
When
get those down.
Ragnarok strikes, when the roots break and you come free, I will snap you into pieces.
For free, I snap a piece. Okay, so what I got here is Ragnarok breaks for free. I snap a piece. Is that right?
Its eyes are already going back to shutting, and it's like falling back asleep. The balding bird peeks its head once more out from in between the eyes of the eagle and goes, "Go and deliver the message now.
Okay.
Tell this evil dragon he shall pay."
Oh my god. All right.
All right, to the bottom, guys.
Well, Mountain, what are we gonna do? Say no?
I don't fucking know. It's a big ass
Giant eagle. We can't.
That's really
I'm
awesome.
sure
Thunder
the dragon-
sounds once more, shaking the entire
Breath
tree.
stinks.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's
Okay. We go down. We go down immediately.
down.
Away.
You descend back down the side of the tree through the magical energy, and as you do, it transitions once again back to this blue daylight, clear skies. The normal yellow sun seeps in once more, giving you a sense of calm and a feeling of pure soothing. And you come back down to the floor where you met Ratatosker, and he's back there once more, sitting and waiting for your return as you come off of the level. He goes, "Well,
Hey.
I'm back from my everlong trip. How'd it go?"
It went fantastic.
Yeah, we have another letter for
Couldn't have been
Great,
better.
great, it's fine. I'll throw that one away. I'll write another one, just like I always do.
No, okay.
What?
What?
Okay.
Well, you see, there's only 3 of us here living on this tree. 2 of them are old bitter fucks. 1 of them's a squirrel. I get a little bored sometimes, and it's kind of fun to just make a little banter
So
between
you're
them.
just kind of egging on this dragon and eagle. Is what you're
Yeah, I
telling
sort
me.
of make up the messages in between and just see what happens when I read them.
Okay, it's none of my business. That sounds
I
pretty
kinda like
fun.
this.
No,
Hold on,
that's
hold on,
good. I
hold on.
like that.
Anyway, and he takes the letter from you and goes, "I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for keeping my business afloat. And by business, I mean my amusement." You wanted the finger, right, Quinn? Here. And he opens his messenger bag once more and reaches into it and pulls out this old withered human skeletal hand. And on it, still almost carving into the bone from how tight it is on the finger, is this silver garnet ring. He goes, "Here, take it. I didn't really want it that much anyway. It's all he had left."
Nice.
He
Okay.
gambled
And
away.
what of the tree?
Yes,
That you were gonna take us to.
I need a bit more information on what you're looking for exactly, and I can help pinpoint it to you. You said you wanted a
Not my
specific tree, but can you give me an idea of where on your plane? Nearby landmarks, nearby locations, cities, mountain ranges, sights of the world, something you tell kids about,
Now, from what I know, it's in a mountain range to the northeast of what was the city called again? I don't have my notes open right now.
They're all bloody useless.
No, I have these notes. Just 1 second, Mr. Squirrel.
I have them. I just
They're right here.
Toggendor. It's Toggendor. It's Toggendor.
Toggendor.
Yeah, northeast of Toggendor, a big compound, prison-like area. We're looking for a tree near there,
Okay.
or some kind of plant life that's big enough for us to walk through. I think was the idea.
Is that all the information you have on it?
Currently occupied by a certain Miss Mira. Queen Mira?
Okay.
I don't know if that's helpful.
Not really.
Okay.
Anything else? Anything else?
Yeah, so let's see here. Mountains,
Cold,
northeast,
there's a lot of snow.
a lot of snow.
Snow up there. It's a little ways away. Ander, you got anything on this? You know anything?
I know not.
Yeah, we just know it's still northeast of
It's
Toggendor
gotta-
in the
there's-
mountains.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Give me a second. And then he darts back down off the tree, and we will have him.
I'm sure
roll.
he'll figure it out.
He's got it. It's fine.
He's a squirrel. I mean, they know their way around, right?
So he just fucks with people all day. It's a pretty nice gig, huh?
Honestly, does he get paid?
Probably not. No.
After a few moments, he darts back up and goes, "All right, I think I found your place. Now it's heard this along. I've got a dragon to torture."
Can we ride you?
What'd you just say to me?
It's where we need to go. It sounds fun. What
I
did you say?
am a deity. I am a god. And you will not ride me. He's like kicking his feet against the ground as he's saying. So one of his feet are like kicking against the ground really hard.
Listen,
really
all right. I
rapidly,
mean,
like
it
a
sounds
rabbit.
like a good time, man.
Here, just follow me. I'll go slowly for you bipedals.
What does that mean? What do you call me?
What'd you call me? And then he goes back down the street. You guys follow him layers and layers below the tree until you eventually stop, and he points you off of a diagonal to the right off one of the branches and goes, just follow this one straight down and it should take you over the place you're talking about.
Sure hope so.
All right, thank you.
if
Tell
you
the dragon he's just stinky. He pooped his pants. He's gross.
Yeah, right. If you excuse me now, I've got something I have to do. And then he darts back down the tree even further.
So this is it.
Yeah.
We just walk down this way, and
Yeah, we didn't even really tell the king we were doing this. You know, that's
It's fine.
what's the plan here? We're just going for it.
sure. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we want
not?
to give Quinn the hand back?
When in Yggdrasil, go on the branches. Let's go. Fuck yeah.
Sure, I guess that's a saying now.
Yep, I came up with it myself.
Hey, Sylvan, you need to branch out, and then I fucking dive at first.
And then you jump off and fucking die. Okay, you guys begin heading down the branch in the direction you were pointed. And as you're walking away, as the tree is fading away into the fog in the distance, you hear a booming voice come from somewhere deep below. And you hear some deep guttural voice say,
Jesus.
"You tell that bloody eagle!" And then you fade as you walk further down the branch. You walk for a while. It's beautiful though. As you look across the blue skies, you see distant flocks of different variants of birds, some colorful and tropical, others looking, just like basic jays and pigeons, but you see all these different beautiful variations and different species of birds flying around as you walk further and further down this branch. And eventually, as you're looking down, the area below you starts to turn into real terrain. And you see that you're miles and miles above the ground. You can actually see Tagandor. You can see the outlines of the walls down near towards your left as you're walking down the branch.
Whoa. You want to drop by and tell the king what's going on,
Where are
Mountain?
we dropping, boys?
I think I'm good.
There it is. Dusty Depot.
Yeah. Fuck up. You guys continue walking down the branch, following its twists and turns. As you see below you just these ice-capped mountain ranges. You see these beautiful small flurries of snow spiraling around some of them. You can occasionally see large creatures walking through the snow. They're too far away for you to get a necessary shape or what they are exactly, but Taxi with his perception can tell they are at least some sort of giant kin, these large giant-like humanoids barreling through the snow.
Damn.
And eventually, after what feels like hours of walking, your legs grow tired. You grow even more constant, cautious, and tedious of the near fall to your left and right as you shimmy down this branch. You see, breaking through the clouds, in between two of the ducks of these mountains, you see a compound. You see this dark stone structure made with these large black stone bricks. 4 towers surround this one single large compound. As you're standing over it, you can see movement moving around the walls of the compound. You can't garner exactly what it is, but you see things patrolling around the outside. And I need everyone to make a perception check as they walk towards this compound from above and try to look for any signs of anything as you try to scan it and observe it closer.
Such as Velrisa.
I see Velrisa.
I got a 13.
13? Okay. Anyone else?
I got a 15.
15.
10 plus 5.
15, 5?
25.
25. Taxi, as you peer below, looking closely, you actually kneel down, grasping your claws around the branch as you get more into this sort of natural, like tiger stance or this cat, like this feline stance on top of the tree. You scan down below looking for any sign of anything, and your eyes catch something near the southern side of the wall. There's these grates coming out of the ground, these metal-like grates, and you can tell these weird little bent, twisted-like shapes that come out of them. They look like the tops of tree branches. It's hard for you to see because the tree seems to be underneath the ground somewhere below these grates, but you can swear, even from this distance, that they look like decaying, twisted tree branches coming out of the top.
Now, what is the plan here when we go? Are we just going to get Velrisa and get out? I mean, I feel like maybe we should...
As long as I see the trees, Jared, I can go there with that spell.
Mm-hmm.
And this is
Sounds like-
this is just a window we're looking through and not a portal we go through.
You're not sure. You're just standing on this branch looking down. You're not sure if this is reality. If you jump, you'll hit the ground. You're not sure if it's just a mirror image. You honestly don't know.
We can't really call Quinn to get us back since he took the bell, didn't he?
He gave the bell back to Mountain.
Did he? Yeah.
Oh.
After you guys came back through, he would have handed it back to Mountain.
I see something that might work, that might get us there. We'd have to go through the spell probably.
Yeah, I'm not really trying to jump from here.
No.
You could roll.
We could make it.
Yeah, you're right.
We could go
ODST drop, just break all of your fucking bones.
No, that's cool. I'll just armor lock. I'll be good.
We could possibly go straight from here, or we could go back to the king first and then go from there.
Well, it depends. Do we want to go there from here now, grab Velrisa, go back to the king, and then go back again? And
I
The
think
king-
it's best if we find a way in. If we've got a way in now, then we go back to the kingdom. Maybe, come up with a plan. so
That
we're
should
not-
be the way in, and your father can't make his speech without the relic, so it's up to you.
Yeah.
A plan,
let's-
Mountain. What's
let's
going
head
on with you?
Let's head back. I don't know. I just don't want to fucking die this time.
Any truers?
That's just fucking. I still think we could make it.
Well then, should we
All right, jump. Go.
head back now then and come back?
Yeah.
The more we dally, the more time it takes. We need to devise a
Yeah,
plan and go for it
that's-
now.
So how do we get back?
I hope the same way we got in.
a branch.
Oh.
Oh,
You ring.
Up branch.
You ring.
We don't have that.
You
yet.
ring Quinn's bell, and you just hear the sound of distant knocking a couple of times, just doop, 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 and then nothing happens.
branch.
The fuck? Who is it?
Who's
No
there?
response. Nothing happens. You gather that there needs to be a door nearby for Quinn to come through.
Okay.
I do.
But seriously, have this branch. What the fuck does it do at this point?
You hold onto the branch, and as you do,
Oh,
it starts to
just hang
open a
on to it.
doorway back to Quinn's Emporium in front of you.
Hey.
Wait, you got the branch?
Yeah, I've had the branch for this entire time.
Yeah, you guys,
Quinn gave it to
you guys
us.
never gave it to like the squirrel or anything. You guys still have it on you.
I've just been chilling with it.
I thought we didn't have it yet for some reason. Okay,
No,
sure.
how did we
Fuck
get-
it.
that's how we got here.
Yeah.
This is how we got here.
Very true.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so it opens the doorway back, and I just go back. I go.
Wah! I jump in.
Yeah, so yeah, you once again hold it up. It opens the portal. You guys re-enter through it. As you guys step through the portal, heading back to Quinn's Emporium, we look down below the branch. We in fact move down to the compound below, through these grates that Taxi looked through, deep down into the catacombs below, down many stairwells, locked doors, hatches. We find ourselves focused on Velrisa.
It's your boy Grizzly, and I'm about to do a normal mid-roll. Nothing special, I know, right? It's hard to believe that I would ever do a mid-roll that isn't fucking wacky. But it's because I just don't have the time to finish the mid-roll that I've been working on. And so I'm gonna leave that for the next time it's my turn for mid-roll. And also, I really want you guys to know that our Patreon goals have changed. Well, not changed, but we added a new Patreon goal that is huge, and I want it to be driven home into your skulls. So on patreon.com/justrollit, you'll see that we have a new $10,000 goal, which is the big dream that will allow us to all come in under the same roof, record the episodes in person, and basically start the Just Roll With It studio and up that motherfucking quality. And you actually will be able to watch us on a JRWI set or something on YouTube. And that's really like what we've been trying to do since we started, I guess. It's the big one. It's the dream. Another quick small thing about Patreon, the $25 and up tier, the ones who get the merch drops. The next merch drop should be coming pretty soon within this month, and it's gonna be really cute little pins, and I'm excited for people to get them. When you do get them, if you're a patron, tweet it out wherever you put them and stuff. Hashtag JRWI Show, twitter.com/JRWI Show. I mean, at JRWI Show. You already know. But make sure you send the picture of your pins and stuff when you get them if you're a patron of that tier. If you've listened to this many episodes and you probably already know our normal mid-roll stuff, just go check out the Twitch. Make sure you're following it when we, because I think we're about to do some live stuff here in the next few months, which is going to be pretty cool. So twitch.tv/JRWI Show as always. And the last thing is just come to our Discord. I think it's discord.gg/justrolwithit or you can, find it on Twitter and stuff. That'd be probably the easiest way. Come in there, hang out, talk to us in spoilers, post fan art, look at the fan art, come in VC, hang out and stuff. It's a great place. Other than that, I don't have much else to say. I hope you're enjoying this episode. Like the video if you're on YouTube, rate it if you're on iTunes, all that cool jazz. Just, make sure you tell people how cool we are or how terrible the show is. It's really up to you. But with that, I love you and enjoy the rest of the show.
Velrisa, as you're walking down this dark corridor, your lantern in hand, steadily moving through cautiously. You've seen them a few times before. You've heard the angry shouts of the queen looking for you, still searching for you, unable to find you, but you've heard the loud metal stomping of these autonomous beasts, the ones with the spikes on their back that you saw from the cavern, the ones that grabbed you and took you away. They run down these hallways searching for you. You are starting to adapt to the times in which the pacing in between their darts down the hallway, so you know when to move into doorways, when to hide, when to move forward. You're trying to get used to these patterns, but occasionally you've still been very, very close to being
Can
caught.
Velrisa get proficiency in stealth after this?
She actually rolled pretty decently in her stealth. Not like it was good for Velrisa.
4.
4.
Yeah, it was 4.
Nice.
No, it was I'm pretty sure it was 13.
Yeah, it was something like that.
You move into one of the nearby rooms to your left, some sort of stock room. You close the iron supported door behind you, this wrought iron wooden door. You lock it behind you as you enter. And then you hear the steps coming once more. You predicted it correctly again. And as the red flare-like eyes, first you see the light project through the hallway, and then it stomps barreling by, looking for you. It comes into the hallway and it moves to the right and starts darting down that side as well. You wait a few more seconds to make sure it passes, and then you open back the door. You're standing in this long, dark corridor. You've come from behind you, so you don't want to head back that way unless you'd like to, but you don't want to stay in the same place for too long, as they seem to somehow know your aura or your scent and where you are. Ahead of you, there's a way to your immediate right, and then if you head down further forward towards where the large beast just went, There's a left and then a right to take, and it went down the right up there.
Okay. I want to creep my way down towards where the beast just went, and I want to peek around the corner to the right and see if I can see it.
Okay. You move up, you peek around the right side of that corner. You see somewhere down near the end of the hallway, once again, the two orange fire-like flares of light coming out of the eye sockets of the creature. It's standing in the middle of the hallway, grabbing a corpse off of the ground. As it picks it up, the corpse actually peels off the ground, leaving some flesh that's stuck to the cobblestone of the flooring. You assume whatever that corpse was, it was burnt or singed in some way, and then it just picks it up and it heaves it onto one of the spikes below it, piercing it through one near the left shoulder of the creature. And then with a heavy heaving sound and a billow of steam coming out of its mouth and its shoulder joints, it continues stomping down the hallway. As you look down that hallway, you see a lot of cellar doors to the right, similar to the one that you were locked in, but you don't see anything else. You just see darkness down the end.
And I shift across and look down the left path.
Down the left path, it opens up into what seems like almost like a kitchen. You can see a bar supported by a few beams with these large barreled kegs behind it, and a few very shanty dining tables, like circular tables with chairs sitting around in the front. Some sort of shantily made bar and kitchen area. Made by somebody.
Do I sense anyone in there or see anyone?
Make a perception check.
11 plus 4, 15.
15. As you peer in, it seems entirely quiet, like there's nobody in there.
All right, I'll walk through there.
Okay, walking through most of the tables, there are still scraps sitting on plates, but you can see all the food left on the bone seems to be starting to mold, flies gathering around it. It seems like no one's been here in a while. Moving through, the only things you see is that there's a kitchen area behind the bar, and then to the left there's a stairway that leads to almost like a balcony platform, a catwalk above that leads to a door above the bar.
Like that balcony is peering over the bar?
It's so there's a stairway to the left of the bar that goes up, so sort of like a catwalk, which is like a wooden supported bridge that goes to a door that's up on that sort of second level.
Yeah, okay. I'll go. I want to go up there.
Okay. Going up there, the door seems to open. It actually opens with ease, no locks. It feels like a very, very nice door compared to like all the other doors you've been pushing yourself through. They feel old, ancient. You have to put a lot of weight into it, but this door is light. As you easily just put your wrist against it, it opens with complete ease, and you see a hallway in front of you. Unlike the caverns and the hallways you've been used to down here of nothing but dark cobblestone, you see very nice glorified wallpaper, this golden in color wallpaper with this nice green floral pattern moving through it, and these dark wood trimmings. This very nice, rich, esteemed looking hallway with red carpeting. It's completely different to everything you've seen so far. As you open the door, you see this hallway just continuing forward, a few mirrors on the walls as well, just long sideways mirrors. And it turns into sort of a cross in the middle of the hallway where it turns left, turns right, or keeps going straight. And you see several of these very nicely ornate doors on the sides of the hallways.
All right, I'm going to close the door behind me.
Okay, you very quietly shut the door behind you.
And I want to keep walking down this hallway towards the cross and observing everything around me.
Okay, as you're walking towards the cross in the hallway, you begin to hear the sound of talking coming from above you with your passive perception.
Okay.
You hear the sounds of two children very whinily talking to somebody older. You can't tell what they're saying as they're speaking in Dwarvish, but you can tell by the sound and enunciation of their voice that it's very young and very whiny to a much older sounding woman who's speaking back, barking at them very harshly in Dwarvish. And then she threw something at them. But you
Okay.
I hear children screaming.
But no, you hear you just hear that ambiently happening through the ceiling above you. But you stealthily walk up this corridor, looking down the left side. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, is there any windows perhaps, like where it's
there are mirrors and doors, but you don't see any windows in the hallway actually.
All right.
It's all lit by these very ornate sort of candelabras on the sides of the walls. As you approach the cross and you peer down to the left, you see a door on the left and a door on the right, one on each side of the hallway, and then the hallway continues to just a white marbled staircase that leads to the next floor. Looking down the right side, it continues for a much further distance with 5 more doors, and then a doorway leading to a sort of balcony, and you can see the outside through it. You see you see what looks like just the dark snow and what looks to be some sort of wall off in the distance as well through that window.
Alright, I want to head towards that balcony outside.
You head towards the balcony, moving past all these doors to your left and right. The balcony door is just this large set of white glass double doors that are unlocked, and you open them with ease. The outside of the building, however, looks nothing at all like what the inside has been looking like. The outside is once again this dark cobblestone, these large bricks of it making the outer walls of this building very similar to the stone that you were accustomed to down below. Looking around outside as well, you see this very, very large wall with torrents on each corner. You can occasionally see these dwarfs walking around on top of the torrents as well, with crossbows in hand, looking around, averting your eyes down below to the area around the ground floor. You see occasionally normal warforged as well. These ones look very shantily put together compared to the ones you saw in Toggendor. A lot of the panels on their arms and legs are mix and matched, wrong colored metals, wrong colored woods. Some of them are missing limbs or missing pieces, put together in very not autonomically correct ways, just for the sake of function. They seem more like slaves, and they're all being led around by more of these large spiked robotic beasts that you saw in the caves with the rest of the party. Other than that, the balcony seems to wrap around this entire side of the building, and there are 2 more very similar balcony doors to the left. And you can see, even just by leaning through the door and peering through one of the windows, that it seems to be the nearest one is some sort of bedroom.
I'll walk back towards the cross.
Okay. Moving back towards the cross, straight ahead of you is where the stairway to the second floor will be. To the right is where the hallway just continues all the way down to a dead end, and then to the left is where you came from.
All right, I'm gonna head straight towards the staircase.
Okay, moving towards the staircase where you heard the ambient voices. Do you want to go up the stairs?
Is there anything along the way, perhaps like a?
There's a doorway on the left and a doorway on the right as you are walking towards the stairs.
I'm gonna go to the door on the left, and can I listen to the door and see if I hear anything inside?
You put your ear in and listen, and you don't hear anything.
I want to attempt to open the door very, very lightly and carefully.
The left door opens with ease, and as it opens, you look around. You're actually in a washroom. You're in a bathroom. You see a tub, a few sinks, and a toilet, a commode.
Does this door lock, perhaps?
It does lock from the inside.
I lock the door.
You go into the bathroom and lock the door.
Walking around this bathroom, do I notice anything perhaps that could lead anywhere?
Going in, the bathroom is very immediately feminine. As you go inside, there's a lot of pink floral. In fact, there's a giant shelf going over the top of the walls. There's these overhanging pink flowers that fall out of these pots. It's very beautiful. But the white marbling with the pink adornments gives it this very feminine look, and along with a lot of brushes and makeups sitting on a very long table in front of this large circular mirror to the left. You assume this is somebody's private bathroom. Sorry, private bedroom. They sleep in the tub. You assume this is their private bathroom from the way it looks. Looking around for any other ways through or escapes, so you don't see anything. There's just there's a bathtub with a shower attachment. There is a latrine, or whatever that word is, for the toilet. There is a sink with makeup and a lot of hair brushes and products. But that's really it. It seems to be somebody's simple singular use bathroom.
Didn't we see a painting with the queen on it, or anything perhaps?
I don't know if Velrisa ever saw one. She might have. There are many paintings of the queen around the castle.
Yeah.
So you probably got a glance at one at some point.
Could I recall her hair color by chance?
She's blonde.
Okay. Is the hair on the brushes blonde?
It is not actually. It is a very dark ginger, almost to brown, but you can still see a lot of that orange in the coloration of the hair.
Okay, well, I'm going to slowly exit the bathroom and go across the hall and listen to the right side door.
Okay. As you listen, make a perception check for me. We won't use passive for this one. Just make a perception check.
6.
6. As you listen in, you don't hear anything. No.
Ooh. I'll see if the door is open.
As you go to move the handle, the door is locked.
Locked. Is there like a
Kick it in.
Is there a keyhole or anything I can look through?
Yes, there is actually. As you move down to look through the keyhole, you just catch the glimpse of a dwarven female getting up out of her bed, and she's walking straight towards the door you're looking through right now.
Kick it in.
Okay, I make my way towards the stairs, and
Okay. You start going up the stairs.
yeah, but I want to go up the stairs just enough to where I can kind of peer on her and see where she goes.
Okay, so you start going up the stairs, attempting to hide near the top to peer. Make a stealth check for me as you do that.
That is a 10.
As you start running up the stairs, the door swings open behind you, and you hear, "You there?"
Does she spot me?
And as you, yeah. As you slowly turn, as you're like halfway up the stairs, she's standing there wearing a nightgown with very frizzled, messy, dark ginger hair. She's looking at you. She seems to be probably, you're not sure with dwarven age, but you guess not that old, probably like 30s.
And is she speaking? Is she speaking a language that I understand?
She said, "You there?"
Okay.
And pointed at you with a hairbrush in hand, actually.
Killer.
Murder her.
It's the only way.
I look at her and start to slowly walk down the stairs. Yes. Hello.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Well,
Where are you from?
I'm from a local town. I was hired. I was.
You begin to hear footsteps above you as well, coming towards the staircase. As the commotion gets louder, she starts yelling.
I was hired as a cleaner here. I was wondering.
A cleaner wearing shirt like that?
I
She starts pointing towards your what you're wearing currently.
was wondering where you guys wash your clothes. I have my clothes stored there. They said for pickup.
Make a deception check.
18 plus 3, 21.
21.
Ooh,
I didn't know Velrisa was slick like that.
damn.
She goes, "I don't think we've hired any more cleaners.
They just hired.
Who hired you? What's the name? What's your name?" At this point, you begin to hear footsteps coming down the stairs behind you as well.
If I can be so kind, can you please tell me where that washroom is?
At this point, she takes her left arm and she puts it against your forearm, grabbing onto your wrist really hard, and goes, "You're not going anywhere until you give me some answers."
Okay. How far is the staircase from me?
If you came back down it, it's probably the first step is probably just like 5 feet behind you.
All right, and how far is she from me?
She's grabbing onto your left hand, so she's right in front of you.
Okay. I'm going to cast darkness where we stand,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it's a
I like it,
15-foot
it.
radius of pure darkness. And as I cast it, I'm going to attempt to break free and run.
I'm gonna break her arm.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength or dexterity saving throw, your choice.
14.
14. As she grabs a hold of your left arm, you cast darkness upwards, and it shrouds immediately over both your guys' vision, leaving nothing but this black magical darkness. And you quickly grab a hold of her arm, grabbing your arm, and with a simple twist, you pull her grasp off of yours. You being much bigger and actually much stronger than her, overpowering her very quickly, pulling her grasp off of you. Which direction are you running?
The opposite way of the stairs. And
Okay, you're running towards the cross. Are you heading towards?
and then I make an
the way
immediate
you
left.
came, immediate left. Okay. As you pull her arm off of yours and you start running, as you start running immediately, the girl screams out. She goes, "Guards! Somebody! Escape me!" And then you run. You quickly run down the left side, curving around the corridor, running that direction. There are 3 doors on the left, 2 doors on the right, and then the hallway dead ends immediately after that. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Okay, I stick to the right and I go to the first door. Is it open?
The first door is locked, but it's not very secure. You could probably bust it open.
Okay.
You think very easily.
I shoulder ram it.
Okay, go and strength check for me.
12, 13.
13. You grab a hold of the handle with both hands, lift up slightly, and you put your shoulder directly towards the center of the higher part of the door frame, knocking it off of that top, the top hinge and making it fall diagonally forward. You easily push your way through the door. Inside is that bedroom with the balcony you actually saw from the balcony room earlier.
Jump.
Okay,
off
and
the
then
balcony.
I enter that balcony.
Okay, as you're moving towards the balcony, you hear several quick footsteps running behind you. You run towards the balcony. The door is open, and as you swing open the doors to the balcony, turning around, you see entering the bedroom as you open those doors. You see the queen. Standing with her, you see the girl that grabbed a hold of you before, and then another mysterious dwarven girl with long black hair braided into a single braid that falls over her shoulder. They all enter the room, and the queen, as she walks towards you, she's actually holding what looks like a chaotic ball of energy in her right hand, like she's preparing a spell. As you open up the doors to the balcony, what do you do, Velrisa?
Let's go.
What is there a drop below me?
The balcony falls about 40 feet down to the ground level below.
Okay.
Just roll.
With it.
Okay.
I look down, and is there any possible place like I could jump to and then or scale down to?
As you run over the balcony, you look down. There is no obvious place you can scale down to, but you do see a few stacked platforms of boxes and barrels straight below you, going down the side of the wall of the castle that would break your fall slightly.
Okay.
If you landed near them.
I cast Cat's Grace and jump.
Okay. What does Cat's Grace do exactly?
It says you take 0 fall damage. You have advantage on dexterity checks, and you don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less.
Okay. So that would mean you would only take 2d6 of damage
Right.
from this. And actually, go ahead and make a, what was it? It was for dexterity checks only?
Yeah.
What was it?
Advantage on
So
dexterity.
go make a dexterity check for me then, as you jump off.
Pass that check, Velrisa! What's
Yeah, Velrisa!
Pass that check.
Yeah, I
Pass
passed
that
boys.
check.
I
Pass
passed boys.
that
What'd you
check.
get?
With a 7.
What'd you get?
Best.
Woo!
Yeah,
7.
Touchdown!
Velrisa.
you the greatest
Velrisa.
funeral.
As you run for the balcony, you kick off one of the side divots from the side, and as you do, thunder. You hear it break off in the distance as rain begins to pour, darkening the area. As you jump off, you hear muffled behind you somewhere the dwarven queen screaming from behind, going, "Filthy whore!" As you jump off the balcony down towards the ground below, you hit the mud. Some of your boots getting caught for a second. You try to curve and twist, trying to break some of the fall damage, but you can't as your ankle gets caught in the mud and twists all that pressure straight onto it.
Ooh.
You take
She looks nothing like a horse.
7 points of bludgeoning damage
We're doing this bit again.
as your ankle gets caught, but you land on the ground and you didn't break anything. It doesn't feel fractured. It just feels twisted. You're on the ground level now. As you look to your left, you see somewhere about 50 feet off, you can see the gate, the way out through the exit, and it's open, but in between that and you is a line of these enslaved warforged being led by one of those large spike creatures again, and its eyes immediately turn to look directly at you as steam starts to exhale from the lower half of its head.
Okay.
I believe in you. We're on our way.
Out of all my equipment, what did they take? Was it just my warhammer and shield and armor?
They took, yes, armor, warhammer, shield, crossbow bolts, and your rations.
Okay.
Everything else you still have.
Does armor include
That's what I was
cape?
No, she still has her cape.
Okay, I
She has her
actually
cape
didn't know I
still.
had that. I was under.
Yeah, no,
I was under.
I told you.
That would have been helpful when you
I told you that when the fucking.
Yeah, I forgot.
I told you that when we fucking
I
started that.
DM'd Condi about that
It's
because I
so
wasn't
much
sure.
funnier when
I
she
didn't
jumps
wanna-
it's
out the
okay.
window and
I didn't wanna
looks
bring- I
down
didn't wanna-
and goes,
And she can fucking fly.
Yeah, no, I said it in our little 1v1.
Yeah, I
1v1 on
forgot.
Rust.
I was completely under the assumption I had everything gone.
Yeah, no. You have everything got except for your
I thought
lantern
I had
and your
just a
cloak is what I
lantern.
said.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, In front of you, you see that. In between you and the exit, about 50 feet off from that, and then to your left and right, you see two dwarves on either side start to run up, and they're pulling out quarterstaffs.
Okay. As I hit the ground and lock eyes with the dude, my capes my cape starts to ignite, and I fly straight up, past the balcony.
As you land, your cloak explodes into these black raven-like wings, the purple fire dripping off of the avian feathers. You kick off the mud and begin to fly forward. Where are you going? What direction? How high?
I immediately fly above the compound, as high as I can go.
Okay, you begin flying up. As you do, you hear a very heavy as the harpoon fires up towards you as you begin flying up.
Dodge.
That is going to be a 12 to hit.
That doesn't hit. Oh, actually it does. I don't have armor on.
She doesn't have
armor. Okay, so as it hits into you, then I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Strength.
19 plus 1.
Strong,
bro.
Yeah. 20. None that, bitch. How that?
Very good. You take 8 points of piercing damage as it actually, the harpoon goes straight through your right calf, breaking through the bone and making some of it shatter off and come out the front as it pierces through your skin. But as it breaks through the calf, you take both of your hands, quickly stopping yourself in mid-flight, grab a hold of it, and you break it through the rest left side of your calf, break it through the rest of the bone, knocking a very large portion of your calf bone out, but getting you out of the harpoon. The damage is brutal, but you are not grappled.
Thank God. I mean,
and what do I?
At least
so I've flown up. How approximately? How high up am I?
You'll be 40 feet up now.
Okay. Is that the top of the compound?
Deep.
That's literally up to the balcony where you were before.
Oh, okay. Well then.
She's in the queen's just
You're literally on level again with the queen. Hey. As you turn your back, you can see the queen running out still towards the balcony door.
Okay.
The balcony door.
And
to the outside.
Looking up further, do I see a top?
You see to the behind you do see there is a roof, another 60 feet or so above, and then above that you can just see the storm clouds above with rain falling.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to go 40 feet up more.
Okay. You fly up further. At this point, you can hear a lot of shouting in Dwarvish coming from below as you fly higher and higher up. The queen as well comes out, and as she sees you flying upwards, she takes that chaotic energy ball in her right hand and grabs a hold of it. As she does, she twists and forms into two smaller balls of these small electric energy, purple flares coming off of them, very similar to one of Br'aad's spells that he had before, because she casts a dual Eldritch Blast up towards you. Both firing. One of those is a natural 1.
Okay.
However, the other one is a 26.
Yeah, that one.
Oh no! Can the natural
and the
one
natural
hit the
one
other
just misses because it becomes 7.
That one barely hits.
Okay, buddy. Whatever you tell yourself.
It scraped me and barely hit it.
You take where the fuck? I'll re-roll that. I knocked it. There we go. Okay, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Run.
Or force damage. My bad, not
wind.
bludgeoning. Force damage.
Fly away.
Please,
You
Jared.
take 5 points of force damage. It actually it
was a
lands you
warlock
near your
once.
left hip. It doesn't knock you off balance, but it definitely hits into your body, dealing that damage.
Okay.
As you fly 40 feet more up, there we go. As you fly 40 feet more up, you start to see the top of the compound. It's just very flat black stone, similar to the rest of the walls. It sits only probably 10 or 20 feet above the walls themselves.
Okay. So I go 20 more up or I go up until I get lost in the clouds.
Okay, you start heading up towards the rain clouds. As you do, you hear somewhere off to your bottom left, somewhere down near the northern wall of the compound, another large. And as you look down, you don't see a harpoon coming, but almost like it's being launched out of a giant mortar or cannon. One of the robotic creatures comes flying, arcing up through the air.
Holy shit!
Getting up about 30 feet above the roof of the compound, just getting about 20 feet or so below you as you're still flying up, and then it fires its harpoon up towards you from the air, attempting to grab you. That is going to be a 7.
Oh, that barely doesn't hit.
Sounds like some
I have
bullshit.
8. I have 8.
That's going to be a 7.
Yeah, 8 AC.
As it fires, you just turn out of the way, flapping your wings hard, shooting the air forward as strong as you can, making this small pulse of force forward, and it actually knocks the harpoon just out of your reach and sends it falling down, plummeting towards the compound along with that creature. And you fly higher up towards the clouds, towards the storm clouds above. The rain hits you in the face, thunder clapping and soaring through the sky near you, nearly deafening the right side. What do you do? What do you do, Velrisa?
Have I entered the storm cloud or am I just before it?
You're pretty much going up into the storm clouds now.
Okay. I'm going to go the direction of the gate while lost in the storm cloud out of view. I want to head straight in 40 feet towards the gate while lost in the storm clouds.
Okay.
Also kind of elevating up as well, further in.
As you're leaving the this would be the southern gate. You're heading
Atmosphere.
towards, through the skies. You begin to hear the sound of arcing energy coming from behind, the sounds of energy balls just being fired up through the skies from all these dwarven casters aiming for you. You're gonna get a few shot at you with disadvantage as they cannot see you in the storm cloud, as you try to make your escape through the wall and out of the compound. 2 hit you. 2 of them hit you.
Okay.
Because the other 2 are 5s. So you get hit by a 17 and a 12.
Oh.
All right. Should definitely not, but
Wait, like they hit 17 and 12 damage?
no.
Oh, okay.
In total, you're taking 18 points of, this would be thunder damage,
Right.
technically.
Okay.
And that's it. Out of both of the beams that do end up hitting you.
Right.
But with those trying to knock you off course but failing, you continue past the gate towards the mountain range nearby. You can only fly for 10 minutes. So with the 40 feet of movement you get from that, you slowly begin to fall, descending as your power loses, as you escape from the compound, flying as far as you can. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
17 minus 2, 15.
15. As you begin coming down, break through the clouds once more. You're still, your cape is still effective in its wing form, but the flames have completely gone off of it, and you're just trying to glide yourself down as much as you can. You see a nearby ridge on the mountain, a nearby small cave with this outer rock surface that you can land on, getting yourself just enough. You're still far up on top of this mountain near the cloud, near the actual range of clouds. As you land down onto this rock platform, looking back, you see off in the distance now down below the compound.
That was so badass, Velrisa.
I thought I was gonna die. I thought it was over.
Pretty cool.
But as you look down there, still from
Can you just imagine?
still from this, you're a decent distance away. You're flying 40 feet every couple of seconds for 10 minutes. So you flew quite a decent distance away up to the near top of this mountain range.
4,000.
Yes, but still just enough where you can look
that's
down
some
below
math.
and you can see the walls of the compound, and you see that southern gate bust open as you see a lot of these large figures accompanied by smaller ones begin to barrel out, forming small search parties running to the nearby mountains and through the nearby trees, searching for you, looking towards the skies.
She's high up on a
Very high
mountain
up.
near
Yeah.
a cave, and it's pouring rain. She
It's
has
not
no
what
armor.
it's snowing
All
now.
she
It's
has is a
snowing now
cape.
up here.
Well,
Up here
yeah.
be snow capped. So it's icy, snowy rain.
And she's bleeding off one
Yeah,
leg.
I'm going to.
Missing part of her calf.
This is the coolest image in my head.
So first things first, Velrisa, as you land, you fall onto your back, not being able to put any pressure on that right calf. Looking down, you notice the large fracture on this left side of the leg where there's a huge piece of it missing. A lot of blood as well
Oh my
falling
God.
out and dripping onto the snow that you're laying in, coating it all red below you.
I sit there and I put my hands on my leg and I cast Cure Wounds and hold on. Yeah, I cast Cure Wounds and I also cast Lesser Restoration on my leg.
Okay. Casting them both using both your hands simultaneously, you begin moving up the side, restoring that bone and fixing the flesh, tending to it, bringing it back to its previous state. As you get near the end, as the wounds are starting to heal once more, you rip off a piece of cloth from the left side of your belt and wrap that around the leg as well to bandage it after you finish curing yourself. Go ahead and cast the necessary d6 and whatever, d8, however much it was for your cure wounds.
So 8, 15, 21, 25.
Hey, you heal 25, which is probably more than I think you actually took.
It was close.
So yeah, you heal the leg nicely, you wrap it up afterwards, and you begin to prop yourself up slightly, laying in this snow. It's very, very cold, and you realize that you can use your tiefling heat, your natural ability to cast fire based magic to heat yourself for a bit, but it's not going to be enough to last, especially at nightfall. With how cold it's going to start getting this high up.
Okay, so there's a cave here. You said like a small. Is it a small?
Yes. It's a very small, triangular, cracked, open entrance to what seems like a little cave on the top of this stone-like platform.
And how visible would it be? Like, is it pretty embedded into where you'd have to be up on this level to see it, or?
It's definitely visible if you get this close to this level of the mountain, but it's not like super noticeable. It's not like it's very obvious.
Right.
It's pretty tucked away in between two crevices of the mountain range.
Okay. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna sit in that little cave, and I am going to. I have a tinderbox. I don't think they took that.
No, they did not.
And a torch. Is there anything I could light on the floor? Perhaps. Do I see like sticks or anything?
Inside of the cave, no, there's not gonna be anything burnable. It's all stone. There's some leftover bones that seem to be feasted on by some sort of avian creature that occasionally flew into here, but they're all very old and decayed, so it seems to be a very inactive nest.
Right.
But nothing burnable in the area.
I'll go and sit in the cave for now and sit down and for a little bit and just tend to my wounds. And just take a minute.
Velrisa, you sit down on the rock on the side of this cave entrance, wearing nothing but these tattered clothings from your imprisonment. You wrap up your wounds in some of the ripped cloth that you pull off of the tattered clothing. Looking down your body, the bruises, the scars, the marks all over. You pull your hair back for a second and pull it into a small tie as well as it falls down on some of your cuts and wounds. And you look out towards the dark, icy winds outside. And you lay your head against the cavern wall right there. Just take a rest.
All right.
And from there, we move back the party. You fall into Quinn's Emporium.
Shit.
Dropping in once again, very strong head
back
first.
Back to the goofs and gaffs, boys.
As you guys land hard on the floor, you hear, "Mind it, I just mopped!"
I wipe all the tree dust off my body.
Asshole!
I don't want it on me.
I shake off all the squirrel fur.
Well, did you get it?
I want to go up to Quinn.
Hey, Quinn, pull your finger.
That's a funny one. And then he takes it and pulls it all out of your...
I cast prestidigitation to make a big fart. Yes!
That wasn't me. And then he unscrews the fake finger and puts the new one. He goes, "Oh, baby, how I missed you. I'd kiss you if I had the lips to do so. Come to Papa. Thank you. Greatly appreciated."
So what was the bet?
The bet? Oh, we were just playing blackjack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Squirrel Bastard's really good at fucking lying and cheating the numbers. Anyway, did you do what you were there to do? Did you accomplish your mission?
Yes, my simpy senses are tingling.
No, don't ever say that. Never, ever.
That gets cut out.
Nope, that's gone. That's gone.
That's never in our podcast.
We can't do that to the fans of this show.
Nope.
It's gonna be. I'm pretty sure the whole
do it.
simp thing is gonna be gone in a year when this goes live.
A year when this goes live. That's
True.
Anyways, I saw what I needed to. We're ready to go at any moment. Thanks for your help, Quinn.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything else you might have needed? Anything else you want to buy, sell?
Now, Quinn, about these tree powers.
You really want that, don't you?
Honestly,
I really, really just have a good feeling.
Well, tell you what. You gave me my old finger back. You did the job. And hopefully you didn't kill anyone. So fuck it, you can have it here. And he just reaches into the bag and he pulls out this amulet. It just is very basic. The gold plating around the amulet looks extremely fake. Like it's made out of some sort of fake like pyrite or wannabe gold material. The inside just has this plasticky looking ruby with a carved tree on the inside of it. He goes, I mean, you can just fucking take it, sure.
So what do you need that
What's
for?
that?
Thank you so much.
What is
Well, you see, it's an
Tree power. Is that how Br'aad
you have to
dies?
attune to it first.
Wait, I have to fucking you have to attune to it?
Can it? Is it?
That's the
So
stupidest
it's a
fucking
magical
item in
item
the goddamn
where you
world.
Is it attunable by Bard?
It's attunable by, let's see. Let's find out. This is my favorite. I want to read the entire spell out for you so you have this so you can write this down.
Please do.
Okay.
Please do.
Amulet
And
of Tree Powers.
send it to me so I can send it to me or like put it in chat so I can put it in the
When the
item.
wearer of this amulet
Thank you.
speaks, tree powers activate. The wearer instantly becomes a tree. The type of tree varies on location. Example, if the wearer is in a maple forest, then the tree type would be a maple. While in tree form, no magic can detect the wearer. Nothing can detect the wearer in tree form. The wearer has perfect stealth as a tree. The wearer can still hear, see, smell, and feel and think as a tree. The wearer cannot stop being a tree.
That's awful.
Useless.
They can hear and see and everything. Do they live as long as
Yes.
trees? Okay,
my
so
God.
what if they were to be turned back
You
into
can
into whatever
theoretically
they
turn
were?
somebody back by removing a curse. But that's the only way.
You could
Wait,
become
can
the
you
fucking
bestow
great
curse for
Deku tree.
become
No.
tree?
That'd be too broken.
Okay. Yeah,
Become
because you just do that to
tree.
people.
There is, and I kid you not,
Well,
we
no,
have
no, no.
in Quinn's Emporium, there is an item called a bag of endless bed sheets.
Hold on now. Now hang on.
It's a bag of holding,
need to know.
but it's
How
just
many
full
bed
of endless amounts of white cloth bed sheets.
Ooh, fuck. Okay. I
Dude,
wanted
these
to do
are
something,
so
but I'm not smart enough to
tempting.
do it.
Can we talk about these meme items? Can we maybe like roll to find stupid
Yeah.
shit? Because
I wanna look around and find
Yeah.
dumb shit. I wanna find.
Sure.
I think we should
Sure.
each find one thing.
I already got
Just-
mine.
just
I got
for
my
the hell
tree
of
So
it.
power
there's what I
amulet.
just mentioned. What
I'm
I
good.
just
For the hell of it.
mentioned. Let's see what we got here. Let me pull up the rest of the list.
Silman can
Tree
get daggers
powers
of
fucking
never stab, which are just fucking iron.
That's actually
Bricks.
similar. There is
Just say iron bricks.
there is I kid you not, an item called daggers of the theater actor I have on here, which are just those knives that when you stab they go into themselves and don't actually stab. They're just a
need them. I
common
need
magic
them.
item.
Magic sure is incredible. It's
That sounds
I don't
badass.
understand.
I accidentally pull out the wrong dagger and stab myself with it.
Oh god, that'd be a bad magic
What do we
trick.
got here?
I don't think the kids would
Oh
like
wait,
that
I'm
one.
actually bleeding. I do want to know what kind of daggers this man has though.
I like hearing you say dagger.
Die.
That sounds funny.
Die.
Listen, I can't help it. It's just the way I say dagger.
Dagger.
Okay, here's another great one. Mountain. As you're searching around, I don't need you guys to roll for this. It's gonna be fun. As you're searching around Quinn's Emporium looking for anything special, you think to yourself, maybe something that the way it looks visually, it would match Mountain. It would match what he wears, what he stands for. And you see this little ring, this wonderful ring where the metal around it is this dark casted reddish auburn color. And inside, imbued in it, are these dark gray-like stones that come up in the shape of what looks like a mountain made out of small rock shards as the symbol on the ring. As you pick it up, it feels powerful. You can even see dwarven runes start to glow on the back of the ring and start to shine as you pick it up.
Hold on, wait, I want it. I want to ask what it do.
As you pick it up, Quinn comes up behind you and goes, "Oh, you interested in that, I?
Yeah.
I think that'd be a right
what does it
fit
do?
for you. That's a ring of rock eating."
Always prepared.
You, like
Yeah,
eating
you've got it.
rocks.
That was created with the strongest materials deep down in dwarven minds. And it makes it where the wearer, while he's wearing it, can digest rocks.
Wow.
How much?
For you, my friend, I'll, he pulls out a ledger. And he pulls out a monocle and puts it over his eye socket, and it just falls off and hits the ground anyway and shatters. That's fucking, 80 gold pieces, just for you.
Sold.
Wonderful. Pleasure doing business with you. And he takes the 80 gold.
I'm happy.
Yes.
I'm happy.
I
So
give out
yes,
a rock that I've been
yes,
carrying
quite
in my back
literally,
pocket the
here
whole
is
time.
all, it's a rare,
He tries to eat it for
here you go, rare ring.
Please eat it. Wait, I give Mountain a rock. I give him a rock. I'm serious. Mountain, I've been carrying around this rock since the start of this thing, and it's. I think it all makes sense now. I think I've had it for this moment. For you.
Yeah, he has to attune to it.
Why did you?
He has to attune to
Eat
it.
this Mountain, you have to
but
eat
I
this
don't know
rock,
that.
Mountain.
I don't know that.
Mountain, you have the ring. You have the power.
You're right. I do. I grab the rock. I bring it up to my mouth. I look at it for
Give
just
it a
a
little
second.
kiss.
I bite down.
Con
and it
save.
hurts.
Quinn doesn't say
Quinn's just watching. He's rattling his fingertips together, his bony little fingertips.
That is not a good roll. That is 12.
Yeah, you crack a couple of teeth. And then the rock just falls to the ground and you see some blood start dripping out of your mouth. Quinn goes, oh no. And then he casts Cure Wounds on your mouth and starts trying to help with that. You have to fucking attune to it. It's magic.
What is it?
Oh my god.
I want to look around. If we're going to be here doing that.
Oh, trust me. I'll find some more for you guys. I'm looking for...
I kick the rock and say, "Be gone, cursed item!"
I want to see if he has anything serious as well. But I
There
also want
is
some goofy.
very large things of a lot. You'll have to give me moments to look.
Okay.
Surprising.
I'm glad we're doing this because I was waiting for us to bust this back out.
We're doing this while Velrisa.
We can get something. We can get something for Velrisa. Let's get something for Velrisa. Let's get her a ring of rock eating. Also,
You can have mine. Mine doesn't work.
Velrisa. All you have to do is put this on, attune to it, and say "Plant powers activate."
And you will become a plant god, I promise.
You will
And then you can
become a
turn
god.
into a tree, and we can go through that tree, and we can.
He turns himself into a tree.
Wait!
Rob,
I kid you not, Taxi. I'm going to turn myself into a
So
tree.
this is a tree now.
I'm a tree.
I can't
Where
Dude,
is
that is actually such a good, like, fucking Code Black
But you have
plan
to
like, jump off something, turn into a tree, and then you
You
can
have to
come out of
attune
me.
to it.
No, I know, but if things ever really hit, like, the shitter, I could just turn into a tree, right? Like,
That's true. You'd be a sentient tree, though, is the thing.
What
Yeah,
if they
dude,
cut
what if
you
they cut you
down?
down?
Yeah, you'd feel it.
they won't. Br'aad's gone. It's just, that's a tree. That was always there.
No,
turned into a tree,
you would feel it. He said you can still see, hear, and feel.
Yeah, but they'd be like, where'd he go? There's only this tree here.
If my character dies, please make him be a tree.
Yeah, okay.
Your last words. You
Turn myself into an oak tree.
Because like that is a stupid item, but if there's any serious way for that item to be used,
Which one?
use it that way.
That's it.
It's with Taxi.
That's
yeah.
it. Taxi's dying, and his last words are tree
Say it.
powers activate.
Are you gonna make me say it, Rod?
fucking believe that.
Powers activate.
Make me say it.
Now I don't want you to say it.
Activate.
Okay.
Tree.
Taxi, as you're looking around,
Activate.
you see you start moving towards one of the front stands.
I'm a tree. I'm moving
Tree
towards the front
taxi. You're
stands.
moving
What do
towards
I see?
the front area where one of his actual like counters are, where he has has like a little old timey looking cash register sitting on it. As you're looking around and on the small display case, it's actually open with no window. You see what at first just looks like a little box of matches. When you pick it up and you open it up, instead of being matches on the inside, they're little pieces of twigs, little pieces of tree branches.
Quinn, why do you have this?
He goes, oh, that's, they call those, the lumberjacks matches.
Twigs.
No, you see, when you strike them on the side, instead of lighting on fire, they grow in the trees.
Excuse me?
They grow in the trees.
Like, how big are we talking here?
Well, it depends on when you cast it. It can be quite random. Somewhere in between, I'd say, a foot tall to maybe 6 feet. Somewhere between every time you...
Those are small
Yes.
trees.
There's 25 of them in the
Okay.
box, however, so quite a few tries.
25 random trees. What would you use this for?
Hey, growing trees? I don't fucking know. Why do you think they're still sitting there? They have fucking cobwebs on the side, for God's sakes. Obviously, nobody wants to fucking buy them.
well, so I assume they're pretty cheap.
You can
then,
have them for 15.
Silver?
Gold. You daft cunts.
Oh, well, sure.
I love that band.
Wonderful. All right. Pleasure doing business with you.
I strike a tree out right
Roll
now.
D6.
Daft cunt. I can't fucking believe that was what
I rolled
was
a
said.
3.
So immediately as you strike it, it grows into a 3-foot tall tree stalk, and as it hits the ground, it cracks through the flooring and embeds itself into the flat ground and starts to.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Taxi, no!
Jesus fuck!
Tree powers activated.
Okay, so that's what you get. Br'aad, as you're looking around,
And Br'aad already.
you're. I know, but he's looking around as well. He also gets to see one more thing.
Okay,
and then
okay.
we're after that we're doing
okay.
Silman's daggers, right? You usually wanted to find daggers, and then something
well, I
for
just wanna
Velrisa,
find something.
and then something funny. But Br'aad sees something else as well. Br'aad would actually be near you, Silman, as you're looking at the daggers. You see a sword. Well, a sword-shaped ring, I should say, sitting next to the sword display.
Does it look funny and quirky though, Jared?
Quite literally, the ring itself is just a small sword's hilt, and then the blade bends around like rubber to form a ring shape to put on your finger.
Quinn, is this gonna let me eat swords?
Oh no! Don't be ridiculous. That's the bluff sword. And what it does
bluff
is
sword.
when your own custom chosen command word is spoken, it projects an illusionary sword into the hand that the ring is wearing, and it gives you a +1 to intimidation checks.
It's cool. It's cool.
You
I
fucking
like it.
Pyro.
It does not require any
little-
sort of attunement, though. Obviously,
A little useful for me. Quinn, how much
you
is
can have that one
this?
for free. No one wants it.
Why?
Okay.
Wait, can I have something for free too?
Yeah, you can fucking swift kick up the
I
ass.
put it on my hand and I make a big sword and I say, "No, taxi!"
It literally turns into what looks like it's a giant, dark, black, like molten rock form of what looks like the Buster Blader from Final Fantasy VII.
What the fuck? That's so fucking cool. Sure, man. I'll take this also for free.
But it doesn't do anything because it's not real. It's just an image in your hand. It doesn't. It's just a picture.
No, I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah.
Okay? Sure. Free magic item.
And then
Fuck
moving
it.
on to Silnan. As you're looking through the items, the weapons, you see one singular dagger on a display case above the others that immediately catches your eye. The dagger, the blade itself is serrated on only the bottom part, hilting with these small little saw blades. But then the rest of it curves up in this very, very sharp curved design with little ornate spirals on the side of the hilt that depict what look like. You see kegs and circular tables, bar stools. It looks,
Real fancy steak knife.
and then on the very back end on the hilt, there is a die dangling off of the hilt of this blade.
Wow.
That's like the stuff we use.
It's like the thing in my first Ark picture. What it do?
Quinn goes up and goes,
No, but
"Oh,
see-
that's oh, what the fuck was that? Was that bloke's name? Uncle Daffy. That's what they called him. Uncle Daffy's lucky dagger."
I like luck. What is it?
So this dagger,
What does it do?
You gain a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. It's a +3
That's a
dagger.
big bonus.
+3 dagger. Holy moly.
While this dagger is on your person, you also gain a +1 bonus to saving throws.
Okay, how much it do though?
L-
Cost.
Hold on. And it has the ability known as Daffy's Luck, where if the dagger is on your person, you can call on its luck, no action required, to re-roll one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you dislike. You must use this second roll.
Wow, that's-
This property can't be used again until the next dawn.
This is a really strong
Yes.
dagger.
A really strong dagger.
Well, that's what cost you literally an arm and a leg there, son. That's what we call an ancient relic. One of a kind. Only one of them. It's very, very rare.
So you're saying I can get it for free?
No, I'm
There's
afraid
stuff,
not.
right?
Afraid
Oh,
not,
come
lad.
on.
For that one you're looking at, I really like you, so I'll still give you a fucking discount. They always said, Quinn, your kindness will murder you.
This is a really weird.
2,700 gold pieces.
Okay, let's see here. Pull up my coin purse. Yep. Got it. 270 gold.
I can hold on to it for you. Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere if you really want it.
Okay. What else you got? What? I can't afford that.
You know, Sildon, we still haven't been rewarded by the king, so
Yeah, maybe he'll give us 2,700 gold.
Maybe.
That'd be pretty hot.
And then you continue looking for a little bit let down. You move away from the weapons.
Wait, I want to buy that dagger.
How much was it?
Like the dagger.
2,700 gold.
Stabby, fake stabby.
That one is literally 8 gold.
I buy it. Or
it is.
take
It
for
is
free
called.
if he
Yeah,
offers.
you can have it for free. He says it's
Cool.
literally called Daggers of the Theater Actor, and it's just
Bad
a pair
item.
of 2 daggers that they don't actually stab. They just go inside of themselves like a prop.
I hope they require
They
attunement or
don't.
else they're just regular daggers.
They don't. They're just regular daggers that go in on themselves. Pretty much.
Perfect.
All right. And then looking around a bit more is that let down because you couldn't afford the really, really pretty dagger your eyes laid on.
They're very expensive.
You go towards the jewelry, looking at necklaces, adornments, and your eyes fall to one very peculiar looking ring. The small metal ring, the only design on it is this sharp, smiling set of teeth. These razor sharp triangular teeth smiling at you. This mimics sort of grin with these sharp blade-like teeth. And as you're looking down at it, the teeth actually wrench up slightly and snap at you, and then start laughing, and then go back into the resting position.
Hey, why are these teeth laughing at me?
Oh, that's one of those sentient items there, lad. That one's alive. They call that one the Ring of the Mimic. There's a spirit actually of a deceased mimic that they somehow trapped inside that ring.
Don't touch that ring, Sildon.
It's not gonna
my
fucking
fingers
possess you, all right? Listen, and then he opens up the display case, and as he does, the ring jumps out and starts trying to bite onto his finger, but it's just bone.
That's what they
And
all
he goes,
say.
I don't have flesh, you stupid bastard. It's nothing more than harmless. It's a familiar more at this point. A dead mimic is fucking. It's not strong at all, there, friend.
What's it do though?
Well,
I mean,
the exact description of the ring here says, this ring may not shoot fireballs, but it never fails to impress shoppers. Once per day, you may use the Ring of the Mimic to transform magically into an inanimate object within sight. This object can only be between small and medium sized. When a creature that is hostile towards the caster goes to interact with this item, the mimic will make a free bite attack.
I'm in.
That is such a poggers, dude. That is such a funny
Get
item.
that.
Yeah, I want it.
That's better than eating rocks. Holy shit.
You can turn into a pickle, Sildon!
I can turn
No,
it.
you can't transform. You don't transform. The ring transforms. So basically, there's a mimic that lives inside the ring. So you use the power, and it will turn itself into anywhere within range, which is 60 feet. You look for say a desk nearby. It turns into an urn that sits on that desk, and then an enemy walks by it. It will get a free bite attack.
Dude, I can pull some sick.
Pretty much,
pranks.
it's a sentient mimic that you can turn it into objects.
Why not? I'll still take.
Totally thought you could turn yourself into a pickle. That
was really.
would have
hoping I
been
could
the
turn
that would have been the
myself into a
funniest
pickle.
shit I've ever
I
seen.
think
man.
theoretically, if you really want to, you can also turn yourself into things. I'll
Gross.
allow that if you'd like. Because
Fuck
why
it.
not? But you can also use it to. The main purpose is to turn the sentient mimic inside of it into those objects as a decoy, because it will make a free bite attack. But if you transform it as something, you won't make a free bite attack.
Sildon share.
That's just polymorph into inanimate objects. Like for free once a day.
Once per day, yes.
And
Is
only
there a
on him,
limit?
and only on himself.
Only on myself.
Is there a limit to how big or small?
Small or medium size.
Yeah, medium.
It can only be between
I
small and
turned
medium. It can't be
myself into a
tiny. It
pickle.
can't be huge. It has to be between small and medium.
I mean, how useful is it gonna be, anyways?
Mountain and I
Hey,
got
I'm
the
a-
short
I'm a
end of the
pickle.
stick.
Yeah.
We're not done yet, fuckers. We can keep shopping if you want.
What? Can we get some more
Well, you guys only got your
can
joke
eat-
items.
I have 100 gold worth. 112 gold. and 3 silver.
I have 159 gold.
I want something more useful than this.
I just spent 80 on a ring.
that you can digest rocks.
Holy shit, dude.
And then I bit a rock, and then I broke my teeth. I'm
Yeah.
the smartest man on the planet.
How much does this ring cost?
For that little ring, I kind of want to get rid of the bastard. He keeps fucking eating my coins. I'll give it to you for 65 gold.
Fuck it. I'm in. 65.
What do you think of the tree now in the middle of your? You can add some character.
I'd like to
Well, I
turn-
certainly
I'd like
can't
to
get rid
turn
of
the
it,
tree
so I
into a
guess it'll
mimic.
fucking stay. When Christmas rolls around, I'll have a
Turn the
perfect tree to
into the
decorate.
mimic.
I can make it bigger. if
Please
you want.
don't. No.
I can add a second tree.
If it was a rock, I could eat it.
All right.
Hey, Br'aad, check this out. And I pull out one of the daggers and I stab myself in the hand. And I scream.
Why would you do that?
Just kidding, it's retractable.
Mad witchcraft.
I've got 2 of them.
Black
I pulled a real
magic.
dagger this time.
How are those going to be useful ever?
If
Well, I
you
can
deceive
stab
someone, if you deceive someone and you go up to him and you're like, I'm just a jester. These are fake daggers. Check it out, and then stab yourself. Come here, I'll show you a magic trick. And then you pull out another one, but it's a real dagger, and then you stab them. Easy assassination, if you ask me.
Jesus.
You're right.
Okay, tree
That's a
guy.
well thought out murder, Taxi.
You're the tree guy. Any moment now, you could just go poof and be a big one.
Well, I'd
Forever.
have to say the words tree powers activate. I haven't attuned yet.
What if you just accidentally say
so
tree powers
scared.
activate? You
Then
just
I
end
turn
up in
into a tree and I die.
And then you're just stuck.
Yep.
Like forever.
And you said
all
you
this
got the
talk.
short end. You said you got the short end of the stick. If I say the wrong 3 words, I die.
Okay, name one time in the last 15 years that you've ever said tree powers activate.
Only one?
Last week on
It happens,
Thursday.
to be honest.
Why?
I was trying to activate my tree powers. So
I activated my tree powers.
I don't understand. It's not really
Okay.
pretty simple.
Where the
Really
fuck
self-explanatory,
is-
you know?
I'm trying to find this.
We need to get something for Velrisa now.
I know. It's gonna be. We can
After
do
all
it.
this passing time, Velrisa dies.
Velrisa is bled out in the cave.
Well, yeah, no, hold on. While we're doing this, because Velrisa did her time first, we are doing this at the same time that she is getting fucking harpooned.
Please picture. Please, if you're listening to this, picture the cut back and forth of her getting shot in the fucking ankle screeching. Then it cuts to Mountain eating a rock. Taxi's like funny trees.
Yes, please.
I wonder what Anders doing here. Like what he's feeling.
Anders just literally sitting in the corner, just
be
watching,
pissed.
slowly drinking meat, and occasionally going,
1 second, Onder. We're almost done.
One
wanna
second, Under, we're getting quirky magic items.
Taxi. As you're looking around, you're looking towards the quarterstaffs, towards the weapons. You see almost like this area that's made for monks or people who have a monastic, I believe is the correct way to say it, way of fighting. You see sitting there these 2 small little wrist wraps. They're like little metal beaded bracelets that go across the wrists, and dangling off the charms are these little made out of metal, like a dragon's claw clutching onto a red ruby.
What's Quinn doing?
Quinn is trying to right now he's looking around where the roots have broken from that tree into his wooden paneling of his floor, and he's like, how the fuck am I gonna fix this? How do I get a tree out of a building?
I just grab one of them and kind of slip it on.
Okay,
to my
as you
wrist.
do, you immediately
And look how
you
it looks.
hear somewhere in the back of your head the sound of nature's call, just this loud, heavy shout, and then these pieces of fire start to dance up your claws, your tabaxine claws. As they dance up, they make these flame-like talons, and then when you move your fingers, they move with them.
Oh, I will never forget I have them again.
And then Quinn.
Quinn?
Oh, yes. Oh, you're looking at those. Oh, those are a special item. I got those from a cultist. Oh, if I had flesh, you'd tear it off. Watch out, you crazy bastard.
I know. I mean, how much?
Well, I got those from a crazy
looking for
cultist,
something-
one who worshipped Tiamat, of all people. Crazy business. But they're not attunable
well,
items,
I don't wanna-
so I don't think they'll cuss you in any way. So that's good.
I was. I'm a little bit more worried now when I started taking
I
it
wouldn't
off.
be worried at all. All they do is they bolster natural attacks, natural damage. They're made for dragons. They work for any natural beast, however. Someone of your stature and your expertise would do great with these.
Maybe.
Tell you what, I see you're nervous, I see you're timid, but I believe in you. I'll give you a discount, 35 gold pieces. That's all you need for them. For both of them, yes. 35 gold pieces, take it or leave it.
All right, Quinn. I'll give them a
Oh,
shot.
that's wonderful. Another deal done here. And he gives them both to you. Thank you so much for your business.
No,
God, that was
thank
actually
you.
useful. And it was half the cost of both my mimic ring and fucking mountains.
Sure.
So neat.
It's an uncommon item.
It's
It's
hella
an
useful.
uncommon item.
It can be, yeah. I can goof on people with it.
Well, I can see why the rock eating thing would be rare because, like, you know, I'm sure if you're stuck in actual fucking
Yeah, you can,
caves,
you know, it
that would be
literally says you
useful.
can digest and you get full nutrition from just eating little rocks. So, like, you can literally live in, like, the Underdark without food by just eating the fucking rocks on the floor.
Man, sure would be useful if you were trapped in some cave in the mountains, huh? Like, if you like just escaped out of some combine.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I mean, but that would never happen to any of us.
No,
Never once,
no.
never.
We would never end up in a
All right, so
ridiculous
you put
situation
those
like that.
on, Taxi. You're given those. You should be able to add those now to your sheet. It's just called Insignia of Claws. It's the name of the spell, name of the item.
Do they always look like?
No, that's only
they
only
always
when
do
you
this?
activate them. Only when you feel like it. When you're ready to fucking come bring the claws out. Basically, when you unsheath your claws, they come out as well. Anyway,
No,
Wow.
so after that,
hold on.
yes.
Just 1 second. I would like to know about the bag of bed sheets.
As you look around, you do see the small bag of holding hung up on the wall next to a bag of devouring.
A bag of
With a
what?
bag of devouring, you see we'll say a normal bag of holding, a normal satchel-based bag. Instead, has this large mouth on it, and when you come up, it starts biting and starts almost trying to rip itself out of its hinges to where it's attached to the wall. It seems very hungry. A bag of devouring is literally just a bag of holding, but at the dusk, I think, of every day, it chooses one random item it has in it, and it decides to devour it and eat it, and it's permanently gone. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
very,
useful.
very great. But sitting next to it, you see a bag of holding that's just a very basic little satcheled like piece of like burlapped cloth, like sort of like sewn together to make the sides. It's like a laundry bag. And you can even see some like white little bed sheets coming out the side, like overflowing out of the burlap hole where it like opens and closes, pulley style.
I'll gesture over to Quinn and say,
Hey, this doesn't even look magical.
Oh,
What is
that's
this?
I got that from another skeletal boy actually. Believe it or not, another man of the nut flesh. But he gave that to me. It is called a bag of endless bed sheets. And quite literally,
What?
it is nonstop full of bed sheets. I mean, I'm telling you, I have spent many a nights drinking. Yes, I can still drink. It's crazy. I don't have a stomach. But I will sit over the balconies just throwing bed sheets out for hours. They don't fucking stop coming.
Can you put anything
No.
else in there?
Anything else gets immediately destroyed. It only holds bed sheets.
Where do they, where do
I
they
don't know. I wish I knew. I call it a cursed item not because it's cursed. It just pisses me off.
Well, I don't want you to have things pissing you off. I could take it off.
Sure,
your
if you'd like
hands.
to. Honestly, you can have it for 28 gold. It's still kind of useful. I mean, bed sheets, you can use them to like wrap around someone's head or something. I don't know. They're used for something.
I'll figure it out.
28
How much you
gold.
say?
Just get it out of my sight. I can't. I don't even sleep
how much do
anymore.
you
I
think
can't
bed
stand the
sheets
sight of bed sheets. I don't own a bed.
It sounds like he's gone
Alright.
through a lot of trauma.
Well, I'm done here. Are you guys done?
We should pick up something for Val.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
Velrisa!
I forgot Velrisa. Oh, my
Oh
god.
shit! All right, we
We
gotta.
definitely
Quinn,
need to
it's
get her.
been-
We need. No, we need to get her a gift.
Shit.
She's
No,
gonna
we
be
don't
so
need to get her a
pissed.
gift. We need to make sure she's alive.
I
Like,
look
completely
I look for
forgot.
anything purple. I look for
You
something
look for
purple in the room.
Oh my god, thank god I actually have color coordinated items and I'm so glad you said that. You look for something
Oh my
purple in the
God.
room, freaking out. The first thing your eyes notice is a pair of ungaudy, ugly, big parachute-like puffy pantaloons that are purple and pink in hue,
yeah.
bright, vibrant colors. They're called the Buffoons Pantaloons.
I want Br'aad to have them.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is well.
So
what do
the
they
Buffoons Pantaloons provide a +1 AC, an advantage on athletic checks. If the wearer rolls a natural 1 on any check, however, the pantaloons fall down around the wearer's ankles. Until the wearer spends an action pulling up their pantaloons, they suffer disadvantage on all checks.
Holy shit.
That's an amazing pair of
I looked at those pants, but on second thought, I don't think I could ever see Velrisa ever wearing them ever.
I look for something
You see,
that would fit her.
you see, in the corner of the weapons room, hanging on a wall, on a stone wall, on its own, in a sort of darker area, a dark black and amethyst scythe hanging on the wall.
All right, poggers.
I see it.
The scythe, the first thing you see about it is it has this constant dancing sort of light purple fire-like energy, and occasionally you swear as you look into that energy you see a pair of cat's eyes staring back at you only briefly, then they fade away back into the dancing fire.
So, you think we should go with the Buffoons Pantaloons? I thought about it a
thinking the
little more,
Buffoons
and I really think
Pantaloons,
she'll be into
honestly.
it.
Quinn,
Yes. What you? Oh, you're in the creepy area, aren't you? I don't like this place. What are you looking at?
You're a
I've-
skeleton.
What the fuck? Are you
Everybody,
being
he would-
racist?
No.
You're a monster, a
I'm sorry,
cretin,
I didn't-
a fucking gremlin even.
I didn't.
I am disgusted.
I am. It's
for one
Wait,
minute,
that's
just
being
come over
racist.
here.
Why are you disgusted by gremlins?
Just everyone, please, so we can get out of here. This looks expensive, but I'm willing to give everything I have
Well, that is
left.
and I'll tell you exactly what it is. This is
That is
this is expensive. This is the lunar scythe of anime. I'm
No.
kidding. I got you. I got you.
not.
I
No,
got
it's
you.
not.
I got you. You're
Anime
like, wait,
scythe?
it's
Anime scythe,
Animalech.
You
It is,
anime
it's-
scythe.
the full name is Animalech,
I only have
the lunar scythe
77
of
gold
Animalech,
left.
which is you gain a
I've
+2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic scythe. You can use an action to speak this scythe's true name as it is sentient, and throw it on the ground within 10 feet of you. The scythe bursts into the entity of a fey black cat, a fey black cat with purple wisps around its eyes. Under your control, and it acts on its own initiative count. On your turn, if the fey black cat is within 90 feet of you and you aren't incapacitated, you can mentally command it. You decide what action it takes and where it moves during its next turn, or you can issue it a general command, such as to attack your enemies or to guard a location. If it is reduced to 0 hit points, it reverts back to its scythe form, coming back to your hands.
Listen,
Not done yet. While the scythe is in its animal form and within 90 feet of you, by using a bonus action, you can speak its true name again, and the fey black cat will turn back into its scythe form and travel back to your hand. The scythe has a single charge. While holding it, when you take the attack action, you can expend one of its charges, and the scythe will drain the target's vitality and transport it back to you. When you deal damage using this feature, you regain hit points that are equal to half the damage dealt. Yes.
How much ouchies does it do?
It's a +2 halberd.
So dope. Please.
Plus two
+2 halberd.
ouchies.
Oh.
Then the scythe regains
I
a
see.
single-use charge daily at dawn. So you need a proficiency with a halberd to use it.
can you use a
I will
halberd?
get that, please.
Did you just say please? You didn't even answer the question.
Do
I
you
need
have
it.
proficiency with a halberd?
All right.
With a halberd, Velrisa?
No, but
I
I'll
look,
I will
learn.
get it,
You will
dude.
learn.
I will achieve that.
Quinn, how much?
Well, the sentient items always go for a bit more, because having a soul trapped inside a weapon, it's kind of fucking cool, and people really like it.
You gave me a
Well, that's a fucking pest. That's different. It's like a fucking insect. I hate those things. They'd make my skin crawl if I still had it.
I don't think collectively we have much right now, but we're going to get some more gold and
Right.
and we can always
I'll let
help
you
out
owe
if
to
you
me, because let me tell you something. I've already implanted chips into your bodies. I know where you are at all times. I will find you if you do not pay me back.
I didn't consent to this.
Where is
You
it?
will never know. I will never tell. You can't read my lips. I do not have them. You can owe me a debt if you wish, but I will have this debt claimed. This I swear. I cannot die. I will persist.
How much is it? How much is it?
3,400 gold pieces.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ!
Fuck!
What kind of chips are they?
What?
Shut up!
Sorry.
I can shoulder the debt, but I know it was an accident. I still think we owe her some kind of apology.
Okay, Taxi can shoulder the debt.
I will shoulder the debt.
Go for it. It's all on him, not on
Okay, go ahead.
That's a lot of money.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it is.
I don't even think I've seen $3,400.
I've never seen that much in my entire life.
I don't really care. I don't care that much about gold, so it's fine.
Well, that doesn't change the fact you still have to pay him. So, yeah.
That's okay. That's all right.
Right. Well then.
How much does
Well then,
Velrisa
I'll
have
put
again?
that into your debt, and I expect you to pay it soon, or I'll come for you.
All right.
Wonderful. Perfect.
But not before we save the entire world. You have to give us that amount of time.
Yeah,
oh
that's 80
my
days.
god, 80
Wait,
days.
oh.
That's a.
You're gonna have to live with it, otherwise you. Well,
Is it no
actually,
interest?
You're not
Are you
living
charging
There is no interest. Or maybe there is. If it's maybe like 80 fucking days. I'm withering away here.
That's the max amount of time that I need.
Fine,
Because-
fine. 80 days. I'll keep counting. I have nothing better to do anyway.
Listen,
wanted
if you don't hear from us in 80 days, just come find us.
I'll be sure to. Don't you worry.
I want to shake his bony hand.
We'll be dead or something.
Can I shake
Yeah,
his
you do.
bony
You
hand?
shake his hand. He, instead of moving his arm up and down, he just like dislocates his elbow and shakes his elbow up and down really fast.
Thank you for helping.
Yeah, I
Squid.
suppose you guys have robbed me out of cash and home.
We have
You're the
given
one
you
who's giving
so
away
much.
your
We have
stuff.
given you so
I'm a
much
kind
money.
soul, and you're taking
got
advantage
one,
of it. I
but-
don't appreciate it. Leave my domain before I give you more things for free.
I punched a vampire
Can I
for
take
you.
this- can I take
Leave
this
before I
dagger
give you
with
more.
the face?
My kind heart can't take it.
All right, we leave.
And you.
I really want to get a joke item for Wheatie just to even it out. But
Grab the
We
pantaloon.
can come back. We've been here for an hour and a half.
You guys step out of the front doors.
just so quick.
You
Just
guys step out of the front door and are transported back to the material plane once more. As you step foot once again standing in the tavern where you started your morning. It's still morning. It's only 8 a.m.
See, I
Nice.
told you we'd be back before noon.
big day. All right.
All
I'll
right,
see you
time for
guys
sleep.
tomorrow
At this-
morning.
as you
that
say,
was a
whew,
good
long
one."
day. The bartender looks over curiously as he's wiping the counter and goes, "Oh, I assumed you already left for the morning. Do you want breakfast?"
We want to see the king.
"Oh, the king's not doing his show still for another 2 hours."
Oh,
Give
really?
me
And breakfast is
egg.
fine.
Wonderful.
Breakfast is
Sit
fine,
down.
Yeah.
Bacon.
I'll
fish, if you've
I'll
got it.
have Mountain. Can you get
Don't
whiskey
worry,
on the
we'll fry
rocks?
we'll fry some fresh mountain boar bacon for you. We'll treat you right to a good meal. Sit down. Enjoy yourselves.
Can I get whiskey and some rocks?
Can I get rocks on some whiskey?
I just want to eat some rocks.
Gotta get rocks.
Some rocks.
Straight rocks.
Oh my
As you guys
god.
sit down and you enjoy a nice breakfast, almost like you never left at all. A whole day felt like it passed by in the reality of half an hour. But that is where we're going to end the episode.
Thank you so much to our patrons, of course, as always.
Bitchy Boy, Andrew Graybert, Sid Hudson, Justice Jones, Mason McTeer, Scout Treese, Ender Jensen, Cool Man Dude Man, Nova Rosewood, Flimsy Dread, Persisted Crib, period, Colby, Moran, Shiny Boy, Jack Armor, Angel Fluff, Logan Busby, Squeegee Man, Purple PDF, Tinkerbell, All Narwhals, Lottie, Riker Kurotu, Charlie Vangalore, Chris Buck, Kitsune, Pun Boy and Pin Girl, Kira M, David F, I'm a master, oh my god, Curious Cosplayer, Quiver, Lyric Arbate, Storm, Bugsy Burners, Ginger Nopples, Jew Boy, Kodoke, Kayla, Silvo, Lyric Normal, Tiny Peepee, Little, Wee, Vroom, Master Metheus, Asteria Nix, Joss Patek, George Dolby, Critical Miss, Godspeed, Iron Bucket, Lego Yoda, Nuggets, the Big Muda fucking Cheese, Yamosath, Stevie McSneakyson, Br'aad Believer 123, Imperative, Rocky, It's Drifty, Shardang, Kuel, Mountains, Thunder Thighs, Daisho 420, Peria Purple, Yeshua Bonito, Slatica Gaming, Mania Joe, Kayak, Mania Joe? Mania Joe. Tate Roden, Lil Miss Monarch, Caddy Bean, Hard Corgi, Bella, Desert Pin 15, Korik, Colton Broadburn, H Use, Vedic, Salutation, Sonance Literacy, Hyper Retron, Mirth Alders, Rags, Cadus, Heck, Iron Bucket, All My Homies Hate, Iron Bucket, Wholesome, One Sock Thief, George and the Book Collecting Dust Eater Rat, Melissa Honeycutt, Tiny Mr. Man, Wilbur Dunham, Arushan Battleship Gear, Mr. Woods, Darnell the Cat, Jessifer, Ben, Teabag, Red Ice, Bearded Baguette, Belinito, Br'aad, Pink, Divinator, Oathkeeper, and J. Newell. Thank you guys so much, very, very much. If we ever say your name wrong, which I'm pretty sure I do sometimes, just, come let us know in the Discord and stuff, and we apologize. I apologize. But yeah, have a good week. Mwah.